Oh, it says I'm live. Let's see if anybody turns up. I just thought I'd pop on because it's Halloween. Samhain, Halloween. So if you're there, say hello. Random, last minute live. Do some quick pulls. I don't know if anybody's even here on this time of a night on a Sunday. We'll see. Also, it was just a quick update of where I am and what I'm doing this week. This week, Tuesday, I don't have a time confirmed yet, but Tuesday, you can, Kim. I'm just going to go through where I am this week. Tuesday at some time, I don't have a time confirmed yet. I'm supposed to be in Ascending Butterflies with Laura and Gail. Thursday evening, we are on my Magpie Moonchild Instagram with Rebecca, and she is... Yeah, we're going on my Instagram. So if you don't follow on Instagram already, hi Debbie. If you don't follow on Instagram already, absolutely pop over there because me and Rebecca are doing those on a Thursday at the moment. And then I have Jelly, a feral jelly, on Friday afternoon at 2:00. Next week is, quite a busy week again. I have 2 on the 11th. Happy Halloween, Layla. Blessed Samhain to everybody. On the 11th, I have 2. I'm with Lorna and Alison. And then in the evening, I'm with Rebecca again. So it's an 11-11 portal. So who knows what fun's going to happen that day. And then I am on Bill's fundraising event on the 12th. And then I am actually, if you want an in-person read and you're in Plymouth in Devon in the UK, I am at the Egg Buckland Spiritual Mediums Fair on the 13th of November. So pop along there if you want to. And yeah, I'm there. I say we, it's me, I'm there. And I might have something on the 14th as well, but we won't keep going there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I just thought I'd pop on. It's Samhain. I've done all my rituals. I've put my offerings out to the Fae and the Elementals. They have all the wonderful, hey everybody, they have all the wonderful treats out there so that as it's which is New Year tonight, Celtic New Year tonight, I appease the Fae so that I may have a nice, happy year with them this year coming. They've had whiskey, they've had gin, they've had honey, they've had lemon meringue cake. It's amazing. Okay, so yeah, just doing some card pulls. I just thought I'd pop on while the veil's really thin. It's kind of really exciting. It's my favorite time of year. This is like Eurovision's my Christmas and this is my New Year. I love it. Blessed Samhain, everybody. Happy Halloween. Okay, let's see. Kim Mortimer was first because, she was the first one on here and she asked me. Okay, for you, Kim, we have the Star, and the Star is about taking time to heal after everything has kind of gone obliterated. The rug has come from under our feet. And this can be physically as well as emotionally. And I don't know whether this is physical or emotional, but it feels like something big has just gone, no, everything needs to kind of change. Things cannot stay the way they are at the moment. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody, Debbie. Sometimes it's a really hard time because it's the time where we go into the darkness. So yeah, Kim, with this, it's evening, everybody. With this, it's about, allowing yourself time to heal, to build back up, to find a new way. I don't know if this is you choosing to change everything a whole new way, but there's an element of you have the control to build things up a whole new way in any way you kind of want things to be. This is a chance for us to build new structure, what areas need to be strengthened, what areas could do with maintenance in order to kind of future-proof everything so that if anything does hit the fan, you know that everything's kind of taken care of and strong. Also, this is a card of divine protection, so it may well be, especially with Samhain today, you may feel people around you who have passed over that are around you and helping to guide you, leaving you signs, and recognizing and feeling that around us today, because our ancestors, it's the time where they are closest to us. It's about talking to them and thanking them for the guidance that they've given us, the tools that they've given us in this lifetime, if they've passed over during your lifetime, and recognizing how healing love can be, but also the strength that you carry within you from them. Any strengths that they have within them, you also have within yourself. Comes through our DNA, these ancestral traits. So yeah, give yourself time to recognize what it is you need, where you need strengthening, maintenance, and finding the balance. If you look, there's one foot in the water, one foot in the emotional, and one in the spiritual, and one foot in the 3D. So make sure you're getting enough time in both worlds, that you're balancing your spiritual and your physical. Feeling a little lost. Well, with the star, it's kind of trying to find what that is to focus. What it is we need to focus on in order to start building towards, wishing towards. Okay, let's get a bit of direction with that. You've also got the world. So clearly that was a closing of a cycle or a hard lesson learned, and it's the recovery. And yes, I'm through it, but recognizing that took a toll on us, that lesson. And strength. I'm just being told strength, and it's no time to make decisions. And when we get this where there's no time to make decisions, sometimes we have to sit in stillness for a little while in order to gather more information, in order to choose what way we want to go. And sometimes it's okay to not know where we're going and not know what's happening, because sometimes the best gifts are given to us when we're not focused on a destination, and instead we're focusing on the journey and where we are right now. But with this, if you're feeling really, really lost and you feel like you need to talk to someone about it, Kim, then it's about allowing yourself to open up and have that conversation and tell people. But yeah, you don't have to make a decision to do anything right now. Sometimes it's okay to just be. I think we're just conditioned that we have to think we have to have purpose all the time in our life, and we always have to have direction, and we always have to know where we're going. But we don't. As hard as it is that this is happening. Oh, Corey, I'm in about 3 different places. So if you're not seeing the comments, it's not because I am seeing yours, Corey. It doesn't mean that I'm. So I'll see all the comments gathered together, but they will be in 2 or 3 different places. So, but yeah, sometimes it's okay to just be still, and sometimes it's okay to take our time to do it. I'm glad that's helpful to you, Kim. Oh, I love that. My weekly focus card is on the bottom, which is the page of wands. Look at what frustrated thing, what things you've always wanted to do, but you've never given yourself the time to do it. So happy Halloween, everyone, or just blessed Samhain for me. I just say blessed Samhain because it's the end of the witch's year, or the Celtic year, the wheel of the year. So going into it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Alia. Do you know, it's funny, we were talking about my cat Duke today. That's really bizarre. Well, it's not bizarre. It's the day that we miss those that have gone before us, and we honor them. Okay, let's see. Who else have we got wanting a read? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, let's see. There we go. Louise Sinclair. He was a black cat. So was mine, Alia. That's funny. I had my black cat too. Halloween's not always easy for everybody, because obviously we recognize that it's about people that have gone before us, and that can be, hi Jared, that can be painful. It can be bittersweet. We can remember all the sweet memories, and we can also feel the loss all over again, recognize that they're not here. I mean, we set I personally, we set a place at the table for those that have gone before us, and sometimes the fact that there is a void there can be also quite emotion stirring. I have no doubt, Alia. I have no doubt whatsoever. Okay. Oh, these cards, that one's flipped. Oh, goodness. They are just doing whatever they like tonight. Honestly, someone's done something to my cards in this house. Oh, I'm so sorry, Debbie. It must feel very strange tonight. Light a candle, honor him, talk to him. Do you know what? They do come and visit. I hear running up and down my stairs at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and it tends to be Duke. So, okay, let's do Louise's poll. Justice. If you're waiting for a decision on something, you should be getting news on that. So you're getting married in 34 days. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness. Are you trying to write your vows right now? Or so, and blessings to you, Matty. Merry meet everybody. Yeah. I don't know if you are waiting for a decision or you're waiting for feedback on something. It could be to do with legalities, but it feels like a decision on something. Maybe justice for somebody else, that somebody did something to you, possibly. I've still got things on with my niece. Okay. Thank you, Alia. It looks better when it's down, if I'm completely honest, with the fades all the way down, and it needs roots touching up. But I like being a fairy, so it's good fun having funky coloured hair. You should get some sort of, yeah, something might be coming up soon in the next. It feels like an apology, but it's not worded like an apology. It's kind of somebody saying that they're wrong, or they're recognizing there's some sort of balance, recognizing that something was wrong. Because they did something to you. They took a piece of you. But I don't know if this is something for them that comes up. Somebody either has a word with them and tells them they were out of order, or they need to do that. Sorry, my tea towel's just hanging out here. She says with the background completely cluttered with stuff. But there's kind of a twist. It will kind of come out of nowhere, this kind of apology. They're saying it as an apology, but not actually. My dad's being given. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. What a time, Louise. What a time. From what I see, it will be a day of love. I don't know if this person, I don't know what's going on, but somebody might, if anybody tries anything, there are people that are going to make sure that you are unaware that anything's going on or anything's said, that they will take care of it for you. They will be, it's not your day. No, away. They're making sure that this day, nobody can take away this day for you. There are people around you that will make sure that nothing, you get the day that you deserve, that magical day that you deserve. Oh, what a day. What a day. But yeah, if anybody comes up, tries to do anything or say anything, somebody's going to make an apology. If this is an apology so they can attend and you don't feel like it sits right, trust your instincts there. Because somebody's either going to say the words and not mean it entirely, or they're going to say something that half sounds like an apology and means it. It's going to be, but whatever your gut tells you is the right direction. If you think, do you know what, my brain wants to get the kilts, but I don't want him to do that, as I only just speak to him because of his wrongdoing. If you feel that that's wrong, that he does that, then absolutely don't allow him to do that. It could be him trying to do it as some sort of reparation for what he's done in the past. But for me, it kind of feels a bit more like your judgment, wherever your intuition tells you, whatever your gut is telling you is the way that you should be following with that one. Hey, Sammy. I'm just doing these. I've decided to, I'm not going to, when it's me on my own, I'm just going to turn up to play. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling. It's more like, yes, he's doing it to care, but also it does come from a place of love. He does genuinely want to do it, like, because he loves you. But there is this element of, but I get to brag that I did that. So, but I kind of feel like if he does that, somebody's going to smack him back into his place and go, it's not about you, it's their day. It's their day. Just give them their day. But yeah. Remember to savor the day. It's a magical day. I know there's a tinge of other stuff going on in the background, but just focus on that day and that amazing magical memory that you are building, because that is going to give you some light and some joy to savor in the darkness. Make sure you remember every moment, and make sure you connect with, wow, a whirlwind. I love this. I love a special wedding we did ours quite quickly, not as quickly as that, but we did ours quite quickly. And also don't compromise on the photos, and don't compromise on the cake, because at the end of all of it, all you have left are the memories and the cake, and the main photo that you have is the cake. So don't compromise on the photos, and don't compromise. Make sure you've got a good practiced photographer, because if you haven't got very good photos, that's all you've got left of that day afterwards. So make sure you have a list of all the photos that you want taken, who you want in the photos. So make sure there's one of you in the hi. Yeah, make sure you have the photos of you and your dad, you and the bridesmaids. Make sure you go through, even if there's a silly photo that you want to take where you're all jumping in the air, or it's cheesy as whatever, or I don't know, having a photo where you're all on space hoppers jumping, whatever it is, just there's nothing silly, because those are the things that you're going to look back on and smile after everything's happened. Everything, in 10 years' time, you're going to look back and go, oh, that was a really good day. So it's about having the fun. There are no silly ideas. There are only good ideas and things that you want. Okay. Make sure that they're good, because sometimes because this is going to sound really ungrateful, like I said, they are the one thing. Check out their portfolio. Just because somebody's offered she works for Sky and Disney, then snap her up in a heartbeat. Snap her up in a heartbeat, and that's a lucky gift. But yeah, make sure you're very clear with what you do want. As lovely as it is, then yeah, do that. Happy Spoopy Day. What's Happy Spoopy Day? I feel like I don't know something. Is that the guy on TikTok? The one that goes and tells everybody that they're really beautiful and that they need to look after themselves? Because I'm down for that. I'm down for anything of this. Oh my goodness, Lady Ginny, congrats. Oh, it's tomorrow? Okay. Is it a good move? Do you want a pendulum or do you want a card? They can pendulum and I can card. Which one do you want for that? Do you want a straight up yes, no, or do you want a tarot one? No? You're going to have to enlighten me, Corrie, because I don't know. Spoopy. Should I Google it while I'm here? Okay. Spoopy. Oh, wow. Oh, I like that. That's a whole aesthetic. Oh my God, very Sharon Needles. Oh wow. Love it. Oh, it's just what your husband says. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll do the pendulum and then we will I like it. I like it, Corrie. Okay. So Lady Ginny starts her job tomorrow. Is it a good move? Give me a second. Whoa, no, stay still. I know you've never done this before on here, but let's do it. Is it a good move for Ginny? Is this new job a good move for Ginny? Yes. And it's getting stronger. Yes. Yes, it is a good move. I know, you're my first person to have a pendulum reading that isn't just randomly on a video call to me. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's good for you. Make sure that they are reminding me with this Three of Swords to acknowledge grief, trauma, pain, to be aware of that could be heightening nerves or sensitivity to things. But you have the Magician and the Chariot. You manifested this. This is you taking your future through to where you want it to go. You have everything within you to make this successful. You are absolutely, this kind of feels like fresh new energy coming in. I love the fact that it's tomorrow after today. Today is all about recognizing and honoring that things have fallen away and that some things have been removed from our lives. and to honor that and to allow that to happen so that new energy can come through. Not necessarily people, other things have fallen away, other jobs or other happenings have come around and done that. Hey, pumpkin, has fallen away in order for you to move forward. And this new energy is coming to unburden you. Almost like, oh yeah, to unburden you so that you can move forward and keep doing that. Can I have a reading, please? Claire McCullough. I haven't finished Ginny's yet. I was just reading the comment. For some reason, Claire McCullough is coming up as Cassandra Malcolm. That's really bizarre. Okay. Let's see what else we've got for you. But yeah, this is you moving forward. Yes. Also, somebody recognized that they weren't doing things properly, and their way of apologizing is ensuring that this time it was done properly. A very immature person, a not very sensible person, but this time they've done good on what they said they were doing. Oh, you tagged her. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Today is about remembering. Today there is something about Scotland that is why are you just seeing this? Because I came on randomly. Really sorry, Alison. Yeah, there's something about Scotland, there's something about childhood, there's memories. Hi. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll do a focus card. I was just doing readings tonight, but if you want a physical effort focus card, Zoe, absolutely, I will do that for you. Yeah, there's something about a memory of Scotland or something that happened in Scotland, and it's about honoring and remembering that joy today. Yeah. It doesn't necessarily, your best friend lives in Scotland. Maybe it's worth connecting with them, speaking to them, or they might be reaching out to you. But yeah, reach out to them. Reach out to them. Make sure they're okay. Because they've been working hard. Everybody's been working hard and you've misconnected. Like, that's between you two. That's between you two to sort out, Alison. Yeah, make sure that you're connecting, because I think just hard work and things, there's a disconnection. Perfect. There you go. And you know what? It's really nice because I'm not burning up in your energy today. So you must be feeling, I don't know, like you've got your fire and ice balance, right? Because when I'm in your energy, normally I burn up, and today I have ice cold hands. So yeah, it's nice that you're not burning up. You're not burning up. So that's good. Hope that's of some use to you today, Ginny, and good luck tomorrow. You're going to smash it. I mean, look at all that manifesting you did in a matter of weeks. It's amazing. Okay, so Zoe, a physical effort focus card. A physical focus effort card. Strength. Strength, resilience, building up core energy. I don't know when you've got your big event happening, but this is about recognizing that you need to maintain your physical structure for strength. You're about to go through a marathon, so you need to prep your body for it. You need to, and that includes, yeah, I was going to say mentally preparing. And not just practicalities, but making sure you have 8 days. Oh my goodness. Let me know when it happens. I'll send you Reiki. As much as you want Reiki, just tell me. I'll send it to you. Yes, make sure that you are communicating with people, not retreating when the mental struggle as well as the physical. Let's see, what else have we got? Yeah, support. I love that you already kind of have this in place. But if there's anxiety, or there's naturally going to be anxiety attached to that, yeah. And the kids can also, yeah, the kids can also help pitch in a little bit. I know. I miss what the fuck Friday. I love what the fuck Friday. What the actual F Friday. Okay. Be mindful of so much nerves. Also, a little picture of what life would be like without the pain. Oh yeah, it's gonna be amazing. The other side of it, like pain wise, it's gonna like once it's done, pain wise, yeah. Around that, there is extra tension by the feel of it of somebody being resistant to a relationship change, and they have grief attached to that. So ensure that boundaries are in place through recovery, that you appreciate the help, but it doesn't change the situation. Because I don't know if they're hoping that you relying on them is going to change how you see and view and feel about a current situation. If that makes any sense. And it's about reminding boundaries. I appreciate everything you're doing. Thank you. Kindness doesn't change anything. I don't know if that's of any use to you, but you are not alone. It's going to be a hard physical slog. It's going to test you mentally as well as physically. You are showing up, Sharon. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting, Zoe. And be mindful that boundaries are definitely where they need to be. I don't know if they're hoping for some sort of reconciliation off the back of it, but it's not going to be. But yes, freedom is on the other side of all this. Hope that is helpful, Zoe, and I will send you Reiki whenever you ask me to send it to you, and anything. Anytime you need to chat, anytime you're struggling, just message me. I love you. You know I love you. You're amazing. Changed my life meeting you. You don't know that you did, but it really did. I have a completely different husband now than I had 6 months ago. And I've just realized he might be watching, so he's heard that. But yes, I do. I have a completely different husband than I had in January. So thank you. I love you big, 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 big time. Honestly, pivotal for me. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Who have we got? Corey. Let's see what have we got for Corey today. I don't know how long I'm on, guys. I just decided to come on. Also, if anybody, I've just bigged up Zoe and then not told you where to find her. If you find her on Which She, feel free to share that link today, Zoe. When she's feeling better, go and hit her up for a reading because she's incredible. And I think you can still find her in Ascending Butterflies as well. Another great group. Okay, let's see. Corey. What do we have for Corey? Another strength card. Okay, let's give these a shuffle. Strength, resilience. I can keep telling you that. Thank you, Zoe. Yeah, go and see what Zoe does. She does witchy stuff as well. Oh my God. There's like, when she does a reading, when she did my reading, there was like intuitively picked crystals. There were herbs burnt for me. There was this full ritual. She had items. It was almost like having an altar set up for a read. It's incredible. It's next level stuff. It's amazing. Yeah, you have strength and resilience. Strength and resilience. I'm going to hazard a guess the last full moon was pretty heavy for you. When was that? It was a couple of weeks ago now, wasn't it? I think. Lots of emotions possibly coming up at the moment. Lots of deep shadow work. And I really feel like yours is to do with confidence. Like you really think people don't like you. And I don't know if this stems back to, hi everybody. I don't know if this stems back to formative years and really feeling kind of early teens. You felt quite alone. Yeah, pay attention to the moon cycles. See how it affects you. See when you're most productive. Follow the moon cycles for like 2 or 3 cycles. Just see how the full moon affects you, where your moon cycle, your actual physical moon cycle lines up with it, when you're tired, when you're most productive. Using the new moon to set intentions of what you want to do, using the full moon to release things. So that can be released, negative thought patterns and all that jazz. But yeah, for you, the recommendation is to be working on your confidence, looking after your inner child. Give your inner child the parenting that you never possibly had. For that, maybe you went, oh, they're saying something to me, and they went, oh, it'll be just go and play with someone else, darling, rather than going, well, that's uncalled for, and teaching you how to be resilient towards that. So it's about some inner child work, working on your confidence for definite. Yeah, you're feeling tired, battle weary. Every time you try and do something, there's a blockage in the way. Every time you go, I want to go and do this, or I want to go and achieve that, there's something that's blocking you on the way. There's a trip you really want to do, but you can't do it for whatever reason. Restrictions or vaccinations that maybe you can't go because of vaccinations, or are you homesick? Because it really feels like you're homesick, and that's having this hell of a heavy weight on you at the moment. I don't know if it's because there's holidays coming up. Hi Frostblood, by the way. Frostblood, your comments on my videos make my whole week. Honestly, they're so constructive and amazing. I love it. Yeah, I don't know about a trip, but yeah, I'm homesick. Yeah. So that there's things to process there, things to process with being homesick, things to process with past events where maybe you've tried with people and they've just knocked you back and it's kind of left you a bit battered. What you're lacking is inspiration, right? Inspiration. All your family's in America. That's going to be hard this month. With Thanksgiving coming up, I'm assuming. Why don't you do Thanksgiving at yours this year? Have some people over, have some friends over, have the sweet potato with the marshmallows and the brown sugar. That thing changed my life. Do Thanksgiving. Have one, so you don't miss people. You're having your own individual one. What else is there? You don't have anyone to come? Don't you have any of hubby's friends that can come round? Any of the girls in the group want to go around? Because I'm pretty sure if there's food available, people will come. Are there any other Americans nearby that maybe they're also feeling homesick and you could connect with people that way? It keeps telling me there's something that you need to study. You need to learn, creative, or something you're passionate about, and finding a way to study that. It's really telling me artistic. I dare to place my questions. Okay. Yeah, where are you, Corey? Actually, don't give it out on a public forum. But yeah, go into the Vixens group and just see if anyone's there. There's the Hubs family. Maybe feeling homesick's the worst. Corey, is there a spiritualist church near you? Like, I don't know if that's a work. I don't know how they really work, but I don't know if just because I'm kind of getting the, I've got the Hierophant, which to me is the church, but that can help you develop gifts, mediumship skills and things like that. I was told to go there once by someone. They said I was a psychic artist, but I didn't join a spiritualist church. I studied on my own. But there are ways to, like, I don't know if that's kind of a thing. Maybe look at that, because it's also a way of connecting with other people, like to go and actually do something like that. And then you're connecting with other people that you have that similar interest with each other or experience with each other. And then that's how you meet up. Also, I think I said on a live about, I used to do choir singing, military wives choir singing, and I just turned up for the cake and the tea, but it's almost like you just need something that has an interest and you can go and do each week. And then you have that connection with people and you're getting to know people, and having this social interaction with people, and then you'll feel less lonely. Have a look, because, and it's because they you learn mediumship and stuff like that, or they do evenings where they have like spirit meetings and stuff. But it just feels like you need to go and have some sort of social outlet that involves having a connection with people, that automatic connection that you can go, oh, I know we both like this thing, so we can talk. And then you're meeting people, because it kind of feels a bit like you feel a bit isolated and lonely. And then as you're doing this, it might help you develop your gifts and give you more confidence in your intuition. And then, and finding somebody that can teach you how to tap into that. Hope that's of some help, Corey. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of this bottom bar. And I'm doing that because I might even bring my microphone over a little bit. Oh, goodness. Boris Johnson just appeared on my news thing in the corner. That was very surreal and weird and horrible. If anybody else would like a reading, let me know. Let's see. Gemma. Let's see what we've got for Gemma. They are normal readings tonight, unless you want a focus card. I just popped on because the veil's thin. So let's see. Gemma. If anybody else would like a card after Gemma, let me know. Gemma, yours is about being prepared to reach out for help and support if you require it, even if it's, I can't be bothered to cook, can you bring me around a lasagna? Or I need something from the shop, could you possibly go and help me, please? Make sure you're getting help and support where you need it. Make sure you're eating a whole, balanced, nourished meal. I'm seeing a lot of like noodles, like quick noodles, or things that are quick to fix because you don't feel inspired to eat a proper meal. Oh, okay. Yeah, message me, Corey. It's fine. Also, I've got a course coming up. I'm going to be teaching tarot. So I'll let you know when that's happening and details if you want, Corey. I'm going to be running a tarot course soon. Just trying to work out ways to deliver it, the best way to deliver the course. But yes, Gemma, make sure that you need to be eating a proper, whole, balanced meal. Oh, Sharon, I'm in Ascending Butterflies on Tuesday, and I'm on Instagram on Thursday. Friday, I'm on my page again. I'm here again with Jelly. So, yeah, make sure you do. Oh, Frostbud, hopefully I'll get you in a minute. But I have one of those people in my family. So let's see. I'll see. So yeah, Gemma, it's about making sure you're getting balance and you're getting support, because at the moment, obviously, everything's off kilter. So if your emotional body's off, you need to maintain your physical body. Make sure you're nourishing yourself. Make sure you're giving yourself a pamper now and then, allowing yourself to have a salt bath. A salt bath would be really good for you, I think. Is what they go, salt bath. Salt bath, because then there's the cleansing up the aspect of the salt, drawing out the negativity and the feelings. Most of the time I don't have the energy to cook, have to save it for walking to the loo and chewing. Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, takeaways, but also you can ask people to bring you food, like come round and see me and spend some time with me and bring me food at the same time. I've got the movie, you bring the food, we'll have an evening together. Or I'm really struggling, could you come round with some cottage pie? Or yeah, make sure you're connecting with people, that you're reaching out to people, that you're asking for some sort of support. If that's, you don't really have anyone. Okay. Are any of the girls near you? Are any of the girls near you, Gemma? I know that's the double kicker, right? That you have the kids. Yeah. So yeah, tell the kids you're not okay. Ask them if just one day this week they could come over for dinner. Yeah, Gemma and Corey need to get together. I don't know how close they are together though, Samantha. And we're British, so whereas you guys will drive like 2 days to go and spend the day with someone, like anything over an hour feels like a long way in the UK. But yeah, maybe they can. Maybe they do need to get together. Maybe that's a really good idea to have meets, local meets in the group. That'd be a really good idea. But yeah, it's about you recreating, reaching out and building new support networks. Oh, look at that. Look, I've got my first spammer. Oh, you're blocked. No offense. Yeah, guys, sometimes if you're on my public page, people will contact you, will put a comment up saying, contact me for a free reading. I can, and they're scammers. I would never ask you to, if you want to book a reading with me, absolutely book a reading. You can go to magpiemoonchild.com and book a reading there. But I would never contact you, inbox you for a reading. And if they do, they'll probably tell you that you're cursed or something, or they can bring your long love back with a spell, and then they try and charge you money for that. So the reading might be free, but not what they're saying. Okay, this is what you're going through right now is a really hard lesson. And it kind of feels like the lesson is not to respond back, that things have been called up and it's time to go, no, this is it. This is done. Time, no more contact. Don't even resist the urge to contact because you're opening that back up again. It's time for you to go, no, enough is enough. Judgment time. Setting firm boundaries and allowing yourself to heal. If they contact you, block. Don't even interact. Even just to get angry and throw words at them it's not helping you. It's time to just go, no, time to heal. Time to heal, time to rebuild, time to find new structure, new way of doing things. I know you had a dream of possibly doing something before this all happened. Look into that, focus into that energy. Is that what you want? Do you want a whole brand new start somewhere? It's about focusing on where it is you want to go, where it is you want to do, and building you up again, building up your strength, building up your confidence, because I have no doubt this has taken its toll on your confidence. So this is about, as I say, that strength is on the bottom. It's about building up you right now, building up your healing, doing your work. I swear I just deleted that comment and I blocked that user. Anyway, it's about finding a new way forward, a new path that involves healing and new structure, new formality, set up a new routine. The old routine isn't available anymore, so you have to build up a new routine and new ways of dealing with that. Okay, let's have a look. Frostblood. Okay. Incarnation as well. As a maybe, certainly MB person is hard. Only you can, first of all, Frostblood, only you can self-identify where you are on that spectrum. I'm going to change my deck because this is my... I love this deck. Numinous Tarot. I love it. Information to myself on the world. As maybe so. Any suggestions about it? Plus, I'm not doing my spiritual work enough. The path being complicated shouldn't be the main issue. Okay, let's see what we get. Yes, go and trick or treat. Go trick or treat, Jared. Enjoy that fun. We didn't get to do ours this year because the races. Jin, I can see your comments. Okay, Frostblood, let's see what we've got for you. Okay, see what the cards say. Just you, not the kids. Take your turnip. Keep the evil spirits away in the darkness. Okay, what I'm really feeling with you, Frostblood, is that there's a lack of support around you. That's it's kind of like when you are... Can I just check whether you have, for want of a better description, come out as potentially trans, NB? Because it kind of feels like you're still part of that gender journey and you aren't entirely settled or recognizing where you are in that spectrum. And it kind of feels like every time you try and have a conversation with someone about it, it kind of feels almost dismissed, or somebody's not recognizing that you have a safe place to have. Then nobody's carving you a safe, non-judgmental space for you to have that conversation, just to process your thoughts, or yeah. And it kind of feels like you want to express who you are, but you're having to kind of defend it in some way. And I kind of feel like that's where the blockage is coming from, because you can't... Yeah, it's kind of feels like as you're navigating what that means for you, how you identify this kind of inner journey, this inner work, until you kind of know who you are and what that means for you, not for everybody else around you. Because once you know what it means for you, you have that core, that focus, that place of, I know who I am and this is what I want to, what I need going forward. You can then have these conversations and articulate how you identify, what that means for you, what support you require from them. It's going to be quite, I think there's a resistance to say where you sit with that, because I don't know if you're worried that there will be an element of people withdrawing affection or withdrawing love as part of that. So there's kind of this apathy of, it's easier to stay in this. You need to be having conversations, whether that's with somebody who has navigated people through this before, so contacting local LGBTQ plus groups that maybe have counselors, or I really want to say agency, but I don't know why. Agency to help you navigate through that. They have experience doing this and carving you a safe, non-judgmental space to even navigate what this means for you, because you can't articulate and have these conversations. And while that's weighing on you, that's kind of blocking your spiritual connection, or how there's kind of this load that kind of holds everything. And I really feel like it's like this. It's like you want to move forward, but it's kind of holding you. And while you're disconnected from who you are and what that means, you're also going to feel kind of disconnect on all the other levels. And it's almost like, apathy. And I don't know if there's resistance to share that, because I don't know if you're worried that there's going to be an element of rejection on some level from family, and that again holds you back. Yeah. But until you know how you identify, that's kind of, it kind of feels like hermit mode needs to come in, where it's retreating within. Who am I? What does that mean? What does this mean going forward? Because until you know who you are, how do you know what you need and where you need to go? So it's about going within and connecting with who you are, what your spirit and your soul tells you, and then having the conversations, fully recognizing that some people may not be comfortable with it or understand. I really feel like it's going to come more from a place of not understanding or not having comprehension of what that means. I know older generations really struggle with, what do you mean you don't identify as fully male or fully female, or there's only two genders, or there's two and intersex? And it's like, well, that's not the case. Gender is a spectrum. I have an MB child myself who fully goes, I would prefer they, but I don't mind the gender specific pronoun. So unless you have that safe environment to kind of explore, it's really hard to even navigate that, because there's no kind of anchor while you're struggling with, where am I? What does this mean? And you're all kind of spinning. It really feels like spinning through space, trying to work out, well, what way's up? What does this mean? What does it mean for me? Trying to understand what's going on, navigate this. So it's kind of like there needs to be some sort of grounded anchor, the safe container for you to explore what that means for you, and finding someone that you can trust and rely on to do that for you, whether that is a professional, charity organization, therapist that can do that. Because I kind of feel like once that is kind of worked out and you know who you are and what that means for you, everything else will kind of become clearer. It's like the fog will lift and things will start to move forward and you'll feel more in the flow. But don't be too hard on you if your spiritual practice lapses a little bit. As long as when you recognize, oh, do you know what, it's about time I did a meditation, and you carve a bit of time when you need to. You don't have to be ritualistic with your spiritual practices where it's, I must meditate. Okay, it's a lack of space for exploration. Yeah. Being kind of a caregiver in many situations. Yeah, I think you carve this space for many people, but they don't necessarily carve that space for you. So it's about finding a container that can support you in your time rather than other people doing that. But I do kind of feel like once this is done, once this exploration and this deep dive of who you are and what that means, you can then, everything else will just kind of do. But yeah, don't be too hard on yourself with regards to ritual or spiritual practices. Some days I forget to even pull a tarot card or a rune. So yeah, don't be too hard on yourself that you're not spiritually delving in too much. Sometimes the 3D gets in the way of the 4 and 5 and beyond D. So yeah, if nothing else, just keep a journal of your feelings, of what's happening, because I just say that just because there's this book being held, like this is my journey, this is my experience, because you never know, your story may help others on the way forward afterwards, or even if you're one step ahead, like you say, you maybe you give people the container, or maybe there isn't a container and maybe you go through this in order to create that container for others. But yeah, somebody who says keep a journal and hasn't written in her journal for a couple of weeks. That's quite ironic, but don't be too hard on yourself for not practicing as much as you would perhaps expect yourself to. I think it's about releasing. I think there's more clarity than I am able to grasp, but lacking trust. Yeah. And it's almost like having this path of, I want to be authentic, but I don't know how this is going to go down. So yeah, anxiety, really getting this anxiety, like you want, I think you know where you are. I do feel like there's this kind of, I think I know where I am. I'm not quite cemented yet, but I'm pretty sure it's this place. But there's a lot of anxiety to reactions and stuff. It's not bad to not trust. We're created as humans to be a communal species. So we always worry that anything we say can put us up to rejection. And as we're pack animals and we survive as a pack, we try not to be rejected. And that's where our shadow comes into play. So I really hope that there's one person at least around you that you can, I hate the word come out because it shouldn't be coming out. We shouldn't live in a world where you have to come out. But there's at least one avenue where you can express who you are and find at least one port that is you're able to rely on and trust. Chosen family, it kind of feels like more than anything else. Yeah, there's friends around you that you can rely on. Yeah, there's success at the end of it. But yeah, 6 of Tones, reaching out to people, even the community itself, even the MB community itself, reaching out there and giving yourself foundation and people to talk to. I hope that's of some use to you, Frostblood, and please, please, please keep sharing your insight with me because I find you fascinating, absolutely fascinating. Honestly, the things, the thoughts, yeah, I love it. I love it. Please keep sharing that on the videos. I love it. I love your insight. Honestly, your perspective fascinates me so much. Inspires me, honestly. Okay. 4 of Candles. Port in the storm, taking stock of where we are and where we need to go, want to go. What do we need to take? What do we need going forward in order to continue on this journey? And celebrate the people that you can be. Maybe you're not ready to be out everywhere, but the people that you can be, celebrate that. Connect with them. They provide stability for you, is what I'm getting. Okay. Who's next? Who is next? Let's see. Alia, are you still here? Because I think I've seen you on a couple of lives. And it'd be really nice to give you a reading. It's been an hour already. Where did that hour go? I might have to disappear in 20 seconds and pour a coffee quickly. Quickly pour a coffee because yes. Oh, you are more than welcome, Frostblood. Honestly, praise is not. I do not bestow praise unless it's deserved, and you deserve it. Honestly, more than great, more than welcome. Okay, Alia, let's do this. Alia. Okay. Are you looking for love, Alia? I don't normally do love readings, but to get the Lovers and the 2 of Cups would suggest that maybe you are either with somebody or you are looking for love, or there's somebody you may have your eye on. Let's have a look. Okay. I just want confirmation before I go with that. I'm just going to quickly grab a quick tip of coffee in my cup. 2 seconds. I really hope that's warm coffee. Okay. Is Alia still there? Sorry, guys. I just need more coffee. It's going to try and boil water that isn't in there, isn't it? Okay. I can't see any comments. Are they still moving? Am I still live? I really hope I'm still live. Okay. I can't see Alia. Okay. I don't know if you are looking, you think somebody is the person you're supposed to be with, and you're trying to work out whether they are or not. I don't know if you are worried about being alone. Hi, Facebook user. Whoa, okay, these cards are throwing everywhere. They are going everywhere. I don't know if Ali is still there. I'll give her a second. Whoever's just said, could I get a card, please? I can't see your name. So if you would, when you comment, can you just put your name at the end so I know who to call you? Is she not here? Oh, I can't see Alia. Yeah, Claire, your name's showing up. I can't see Alia. Oh, hi, Lauren. I'm not sure why my name doesn't appear anymore. No, I don't know either, Laura. It's really weird. Sometimes StreamYard just decides not to show names anymore, and then you have to do the whole click the button. Live chat isn't streaming very well. I'm actually on Facebook and YouTube, Miss K. So that might be why you can't see all the comments. I'm streaming into 3 places. So it might be that you're not seeing the Facebook comments, and not everybody on Facebook is going to see each other's comments because I'm in 3 different places. If that's what's not streaming very well. I don't know where Alia's gone. Okay. I'm not going to go more into that because she didn't confirm either way what was happening. My right ear is really warm. Okay. You're on YouTube. There's a little icon that says you're on YouTube. So on the YouTube live chat isn't streaming very well. I'm really sorry. I don't think I've streamed onto YouTube before with StreamYard, so I must have accidentally clicked that one, but I'm so glad I did because I got to speak to Frostblood. That's amazing. Got to interact. Okay. Let's see. Who else is around and would like a card. I tell you what, if you would like a card, just tell me, especially if you want it on something specific, let me know. And we can do a reading. We can do a little reading. Okay. Comments have gone really weird. Is that my connection? Claire McCulloch. There we go. I'm just checking it the feed on my phone. It seems to be okay. Okay, Claire McCulloch. Claire McCulloch. Oh, okay. Jen, you can go next. Okay, I don't know if cycles keep happening, Claire. But it's almost like there's this cycle where it's almost like there's something that you want to do that makes you happy, but you keep putting it on hold because somebody else is more important, or you're made to feel like something else is more important. And so you just kind of, the same cycle keeps happening though. It's almost like, well, I want to do that, and then something gets put in the way, and then and it's almost like it's time for you to prioritize what it is you want for a change, because it's almost like it's time for you to prioritize yourself. Because I kind of feel like, I don't know if this could well be like a social thing or something you want to do for yourself, whether that's, I don't know, a dance class, a gym class. But it's kind of like I'm in this cycle and I keep doing the same thing all the time, and there's something I want to do, but things keep getting in the way. It's almost like you're going, no, this isn't getting in the way anymore. I'm going to go and do that gym class, or I'm going to go and do this club meetup thing. Is it club or meetup? Feels like a class. It does feel like it feels like a gym class, like a yoga class or a gym class, or but it's kind of like you don't take the opportunity to do it because other things get in the way. Sorry, I'm just going to cross off Facebook on the computer so that stops dinging. But it's time for you to do that, because it kind of feels a bit like I don't know, it just feels like you just kind of need some social interaction with people, even if you do it just so you get out there and connect with people and meet people. It's almost like by doing that, by getting out and doing that, it just kind of sets new energy flowing, that you have new people that you're connecting with, and so you have other things to talk about when you see people, or having these new connections with people who have, I think it was a bit like Corey's, where you have this thing in common, and so you can build a friendship, you can base a new social relationship on it, because at the moment I think you feel quite alone and quite isolated, and yeah, maybe a little bit lonely. And it's not that you haven't got friends, it's not that you don't see people, it's just, I don't know, you just kind of feel like you need this new invigoration to talk to people, to connect with people, and you're like, I've just kind of had enough, I need to get out there and meet people. Yeah, go and do something, go in and do a fun class, do, I don't know, salsa dancing, or spin class, although I don't think you get much conversation in a spin class. Or maybe you do, I don't know, I don't go to the gym clearly, but it feels like there's something that you feel inspired to go and do. It could be an art class, it could be singing, it could be something to get your blood pumping, or your creative juices going. And it kind of feels like if you do that, then you'll have this new connection with people, and it's kind of gets your whole energy and your inspiration and confidence all kind of building up, because it kind of just feels like you're just kind of stuck in a rut, for want of a better, stuck in a cycle of, I come home and I do the same things, and then I never seem to have the opportunity to go and do new things. And it's almost like by making sure that you go and do something new, you create new circles, and you create new people and new connections. Yeah, and then you find inspiration again. It's the season. This is today, really. This is the season where we go into the darker seasons, but things fall away, ready for old things, old patterns fall away, so that we can spring forth from what that absence and the lessons, the nutrients that we learned from that being removed and decaying away to a certain extent, provides the grounds and the formation for us to have this new growth, these new experiences, things coming to an end, because we have to have this new phase open up. I hope that's of some use to you, Claire. I can't see any comments. I can't see the comments. Maybe that's spirit telling me that I should be coming off soon, because there's no comments. But I hope that's of some use to you, at least, Claire. Okay, who was after Claire? Gin. Gin. Just a general. Oh, okay, you are there, Claire, sorry. Yeah, I hope that's useful. It just kind of feels a bit like, by breaking the old patterns and starting new ones, it brings new energy in, and new growth, and new, clearing clutter, like things that aren't working. Get a new routine. Today's technically New Year's Eve, because it's the new Celtic New Year, but yeah, you can change your whole life in 6 months. You just have to change things. Change one thing at a time, but you can change things, and then in 6 months your life looks completely different. Relationship with your son. Okay, Jin. Okay, well, you're holding back from having the conversation with your son, is what I'm feeling. It's very much holding on to not speaking out, or maybe holding contact as much as you can. Or they need to work on their confidence, or some sort of healing, emotional healing. Whatever's happened, it's left you feeling really jaded and like small. I just feel small. Like they just stripped. They said some really hurtful things and made you doubt yourself as a parent. And so now you're scared to say words, and you're scared to treading on eggshells. I'm scared to say what I truly feel, or I'm scared to say what I really think, or you can't say anything without feeling like you have to. They get really defensive, but I think this is because they're hurting in some way, or they need to heal from something that's going on with them. They really lack self-care and self-confidence. Doesn't justify their behavior to you, by the way. But I think you see that. I think you see that they're struggling, and the worst thing is, I think you understand why they're acting the way they are. They really lack confidence. Can't get through to him. No. Because you think he has plans, and he wants to make, or he has a view of what he wants to do, where he wants to go, what his path is. I don't know if he shared this with you, or you think but he sees that there is potential for that path to be successful. I don't know what this is based on. I don't know if this is a view to travel or move, or a path forward, a career, what inspires them, what they're passionate about. But they see the potential. And I think you're concerned that they aren't these plans, this idea isn't a grounded, secure idea. It's almost like a daydreamy fantasy, like, oh yeah, in an ideal world, yes, you absolutely would go and do that, but that's not going to provide you with stability. Or hi, Chris. Chris, I've been working on your map for 3 days, right? I can't focus, so I don't know what that is. I just can't focus. So I am endeavoring to get that done. I will get that done after I do this, but I'm working on it currently, just so you know, your map. I can't focus. Every time I go on it, I get distracted constantly. It's really frustrating. Yeah, Jin, it kind of feels like you're trying to help them see the realities of it. It's fine, Chris. Honestly, I've had all sorts as I'm in these energies, and it just it's fun. It's just funny that I got distracted. There's probably, but there's some interesting stuff. It's just I just keep getting distracted every 5 minutes, and the kids are all interested. It's like you're having a party. Your guides are having a party. But yeah, Jin, it kind of feels like you're trying to help them see the practicalities of their plans, and they're going, no. And they just see that as you poo-pooing what they're doing. Whereas I think what you're trying to do is give them practical advice. So it isn't just pie in the sky, that there is some structure to the plans that they want to make. Yeah. It's about having some sort of changing the way we're talking to each other. Because I think I don't think it's necessary that you don't agree with the plan or what he wants to do. I don't think it's that. I think you're just trying to give him practical advice, but he's seeing that as you trying to poo-poo what it is that he wants. So it's about changing the angle that we're going in, changing the language a little bit, the way we're talking to them. So it's kind of, I want to support you, not I'm trying to tell you what to do. And I'm not saying that you're going in with that intention. I'm just saying he may be feeling super sensitive and perceiving everything as more than it is, if that makes any sense. I think there's apologies needed. I don't know which, I kind of feel, I don't know which way that goes. Maybe on both sides, but it's almost like there needs to be some sort of middle road where we meet in the middle. Because it kind of feels like one's going full the other way and one's going full the other way, and then it's finding that middle road, finding the balance between the two. Because it feels like you're just trying to make him see the reality of the situation, the facts of the situation, but he's feeling like that's crushing dreams, and it's not. It's about putting a practical plan in place, and I think there's half a plan, and it's not. He needs to listen to the advice you're giving him, but he's not receiving it in a way, so maybe it needs to be worded slightly different. In order for progress to be made, because there's a really good potential. It's just trying to find, being tenacious. It's a bit like when somebody doesn't understand something when you're teaching them. It's about changing how you explain things, changing the wording a little bit, realizing, trying to recognize the best way they receive and listen and take on board what you're saying, and adjusting the way you're talking or teaching them, guiding them, changing the language, changing the explanation, so that it translates to a way that they can comprehend into their language, so to speak. It's kind of translating how they hear from the way that you're saying, and finding where that is, where the two meet. Yeah, I'm really getting that it's about changing the conversation, and you're the adult, so are they an adult? I don't know, but you're the grown up, for want of a better word. So there is an opportunity for you also to go, do you know what? No, hang on, I'll be the one to change it. If then they still react, thank you, Leah. If then they react badly, then you've kind of done all you can do, but it just kind of feels like there's a miscommunication. And because they're feeling sensitive and like not very confident or overly hurt in some way, and they're feeling sensitive. So everything you kind of are saying, or the way you're saying, although the intention isn't there to be restrictive or constrictive or diminishing, that's how they're receiving it, because they're feeling sensitive. It's not necessarily what you're doing, but it's maybe just changing the wording ever so slightly to make them recognize that you just want to help and guide them, not dash their dreams entirely. If that's in any way helpful, Jin. Yeah, and help them form their plans so that they can be successful in what it is they want to endeavor. But right now it's about reassessing the plan that they have, because they're not balancing everything necessarily. And it's about how you word the truth, not necessarily sugarcoat it, but just bring clarification. The love language. Someone taught me about love language once. I don't know if they're still on here, but sometimes we have to adjust our love language so that we ensure that they receive it in a language they understand. I hope that is of some use to you, Jin. Hopefully this is of some use to you. Okay, you're very welcome, Jin. Okay, who else have we got? Hopefully it's worth the wait, Chris. Hopefully. Honestly, it's 3 days on and off. It's been on my screen on and off, and it just... So once I've got the note form down, I tend to be quite good at it, but it's like, no. Yeah, it's, I'll take it down roughly. Obviously, bear in mind, it's not yeah, it's pink into purple into blue. Pretty cool. My husband dyed it. My friend Hannah bleached it and Terry dyed it. So pretty cool. I decided I was bored of being a mermaid and I was going to be a galactic fairy instead. So, yeah. There you go. And now you get to see my messy ponytail. You trust me? Oh my goodness. No, I love doing them. I love doing them. I think I've got about 5 or 6 to do still. But I'll get there. Oh, I loved being purple, Leah. I loved being purple. It was amazing. It was amazing. Okay, is anybody around that wants to read? So if anybody's wondering what I'm talking about when I'm talking to Chris about decodes, so I work with Nancy and I swear, she's her name, every time I'm live, her name leaves my head, and I think it's because she doesn't like being seen on camera. But yeah, Nancy of Arcleptic Master Coder. She you can find her in Unistay. She channels soul codes a bit like on her cards. She channels these soul codes, and sometimes there's soul maps. I will do Lauren, Leah, sorry. Lauren and Leah, you can both have one. So yeah, so she channels the soul codes, and then if people request it and pay for a decode, then she passes the code to me and I decode what's in it. And it can be anything from what you were in past lives, what star seeds you're from, what chakras you need aligning in this moment. If it's a map, you can get a map to anywhere in the multiverse, basically. So it can be you to your soulmate, you to your twin flame. Be very specific with your maps what you want it to point to, especially if it is you want your twin flame or you want your soulmate or your romantic partner that you're supposed to be with. It can be aspects of your personality, parts of your birth chart to be aware of, all sorts. What light language and soul languages you may have an affinity for or be activated for that would be really beneficial. So yeah, and it's kind of a bit of everything. Sometimes there's crystal recommendations for you. Sometimes it's really random what comes through. One time I had something about Spain and I'm like, that is really out there. And then it turns out this person wasn't American at all. They were born in Spain or something. So it was like, wow, it blows me away every time. But yeah, Nancy does the codes and then I decode them. I go and decode what comes through, and it's fascinating. Takes a bit of work, but it's worth it. So worth it. It's amazing. I love doing them. Hi, Dina. Okay, so Lauren was first and then Leah. So yeah, that's just a bit of the other thing that I do. Okay, Lauren. Okay, I don't know if you have someone around you that is very, I don't know if they're struggling, using it as a crutch, leaning on a crutch, or if this is someone around you that can be, of course you can, Chris. I don't know if somebody around you is being controlling in the sense of telling you what to do rather than allowing you some sort of freedom, and you're having to defend yourself against them. Somebody has very strong opinions of what you should and shouldn't do. They're really quite traditional. But yeah, it kind of feels like you're having to defend yourself, but that's like they're trying to be controlling. Very strongly opinionated, very traditional. And if you're not traditional or outside of what maybe, it can be quite sounds familiar. Sometimes we do, but I think it's about having very clear communication. This matters to me, what you're saying. I know you may not be saying this to hurt me, but this is the way it's making me feel. Don't say you're making me feel this. What you're saying is I hear what you're saying, but that is causing this reaction in me. So it's not like you're blaming them it's about wording again. Really, really wording it. when you do this, it has this reaction in me. So it's not going, you're hurting me because you've said this. It's, I don't know if you realize, but when I talk to you about this and you tell me what to do, yes, I feel X when you do this. So they're aware that that behavior creates this reaction in you. And that if they continue with that, then, I mean, you can love someone, but then you will have to set reinforce boundaries with them. Because they may not be doing it with the intent to hurt you, but the outcome is hurting you. So you have to explain to them that when I feel a dig, I feel attacked on my physical appearance, or I feel unattractive when you comment that my butt looks big, or I feel shame when you talk about how many chocolate bars I've had this week. And that it's not constructive what they're saying. And that's you setting a boundary. It feels like you need to set a boundary with them and explain that they cannot talk to you like that, because I kind of feel like there's this oppression that maybe isn't intended from their side, but they are very opinionated and very quick to tell you what they think or what they feel. They're quite an abrupt person. And I don't think they necessarily understand that what they're saying can be quite cutting. So you need to make them aware that when they do that, if you make them aware that when they do that and they continue to do that, then absolutely take the next step, whatever you need to do to reinforce that boundary. But if they're not aware they're doing it, then they can't change the behavior. If we don't know something's wrong, we can't modify our behavior and how we deal with people or talk to people or interact with a person. It's a bit like when I'm doing readings, I'm like, if it's not accurate or something's off, please tell me, because I'm not going to know how to grow as a reader if I don't know where I'm going wrong or where something was inaccurate, or if we can't grow unless we know where we're going wrong. So they can't change that behavior until they know that it's having this effect. And then once they have all the information, it's up to them to make the change. And if they don't make the change, absolutely do what you need to do. But yeah, it kind of feels like there's this relationship that it's kind of holding you back, whether that's in your confidence or your relationship with them is struggling because this kind of dynamic is going on, and it's about redressing the balance and reminding them that you choose to have them in your life. You choose to have them in your life, that you don't have to, you don't need them. You don't need them. I mean, even family, you don't have to tolerate this behavior from family. You don't need them. You choose to have these people in your life. And if necessary, you can choose not to have them in your life. So they can either modify their behavior or, you can choose not to allow them at your table. And equally, I mean, I put this on my Facebook today. If you don't like what I'm serving, go to a different table. I am who I am. If you don't like what I'm serving, find a different table, find a different restaurant, find a different shop, whatever. Even family, you choose to have family in your life. So nobody has a God-given right to be in your circle just because they're your boyfriend, partner, husband, sister, brother, mother, grandparent, father. It doesn't matter who they are. Friend, it doesn't matter. Nobody has a right to be in your life if they are disrespecting you. So make sure you are reminding them that there is a choice. You don't need anybody. The only person you really need is yourself. And if you're not prioritizing yourself, then you're unhappy, and then you're struggling, and then you're not making any progress. So yeah, it's about setting very clear boundaries with this person. Because I don't know if they're doing it intentionally or not. It doesn't feel intentional, or they're not very aware. They're not very emotionally aware that they're doing it. But you need to tell them, because their comments are having an effect on your confidence. Maybe they say that you're a daydreamer when really you could be a spiritual reader. I mean, I've been told I'm a daydreamer so many times, but I'd rather be a daydreamer than somebody else. I'd rather be who I am than somebody else. So people can call me a daydreamer. Apparently my grandmother doesn't in spirit doesn't like the color of my hair. Well, she hasn't got to be the one wearing the hair, so I don't really care. She can choose to still love me and be around me, or she can choose to just go away. I don't mind, because I love her dearly, but it's my hair. I'll dye it whatever color I like, whether you're here in spirit or not. And I know that's a bit disrespectful on Samhain when we're honoring ancestors, but I have to honor myself too as part of this. So yeah, make sure you're setting boundaries there, Lauren. I hope that's useful to you. Hi, Kelly. Hi. So yeah, okay. Who was next? It was Leah. Is Leah still here? Is Leah still here? I feel like I start people's reads and then they disappear. Thank you, Kelly. I love my hair too. I'm very lucky that my husband's very good at putting the colour in my hair. He's very good. Although my friend did last time. You're welcome. It doesn't surprise me that my grandmother, whether it was my grandmother or my great-grandmother, it doesn't surprise me that they have an opinion. But yeah, if they think I'm going to do as I'm told, no, I'm really not. I mean, I thank them, but yeah, it's fine. I don't know if Leah's still here. Leah Carrier, are you still here? I think I'm going to stay pink for a while. I kind of really like the pink, so... If not, I will do... Who did I say was after that? Chris. I'll do Chris until Leah... Oh, Leah's here. Okay, Leah. Okay. Let's see what we've got for Leah, and then I'll do Chris. Okay. Okay. I know you keep saying yes to people and helping people, because I don't know if you feel... you care, right? You care, and you care too much, because you're taking on other people's stuff and you're helping other people. But now it's kind of got to a point where it's like, oh, I've got all this and I'm not getting done what I need to get done. Or there's just stuff that you're carrying that isn't yours to carry. And you're really passionate about helping people and you really care. But yeah, there's this kind of overload. And if you have a partner, they could totally be doing more around to help you. I don't know if you have a partner, Leah, but again, another one that family overload, yeah. But again, it's there's a choice. You don't have to do things for people. Sadly single, but totally looking. Well, the good news is there is the Lovers card there. Are you listening? There are people that there are younger people. I don't know if you have a teenager, right? Okay. I don't know. Oh, there's somebody that's acting like a teenager who goes, yeah, sorry, I'll do that. And then they don't do it. And it's almost like you're carrying other people's stuff. No kids. Okay, it's fine. But there's somebody that's acting like a teenager that is totally should be dealing with their own stuff. And they need to be a bit more emotionally mature with what they're doing. Somebody also owes you an apology. Totally owes you an apology. Let's find out more about this Lovers card, because I kind of feel like... But yeah, as you're releasing, stop carrying things that aren't yours, taking on work or emotional baggage or whatever, you need to start removing that and sending that back to where it actually belongs. I don't know if you can actually do like a thing where you go like sit there. I'm sure there's a meditation. I'm the youngest, but I feel like, yeah, well, it's not about, there are other people that can deal with this. There are other people that can deal with your parents. You're not the only child. Just because it's fallen to you and you're the last port of call doesn't mean that it has to be you that deals with it. You can go, do you know what? I can't do that today. Maybe you can call on them to help you. Because this is actually causing you restriction and blockages in your energy. So you need to be releasing energy that is not yours to carry and sending it back to where it does belong. Setting boundaries. She is one of the furthest too. Well, then there are people that are closer on the doorstep that can do things. Maybe sometimes no is a valid answer, and you don't even have to have a reason. Go, no, I can't do that. If they go, why? Go, I just can't do that. I don't have to give you a reason why. I'm not doing it. I have enough on my plate. How are you supposed to go out there and meet people if you're having to run around? If you want grandchildren, then yeah, my brother and sister stress them out. Then they need to work on their relationship. It can't all be on you. Just because you're more patient, possibly, then my brother is the furthest. Okay. If it's not you, you can say no. Just go, look, I'm really sorry. I can't help you this time. Yeah, you're the easygoing one. You're the one that just goes, yeah, okay, I'll do it because it's easier than causing a ruckus. Or the guilt trip, possibly. Maybe the guilt trip. I don't know. But it's not yours to carry, and you need to, you if you want to have your life, if you want to go and have a bit more freedom, which you are entitled to, also remember they are adults, that they sometimes need to deal with themselves. Just because you fell out of someone's foof or somebody's your parent doesn't mean you have to be at their beck and call. Our jobs as parents is to raise our children so that they can survive in the wild, not to look after us in old age or to pick up and be there when we need everything. It's a bonus if they do that. Hi, Facebook user, evening. It's easier to me than putting my siblings on them. No, it's easier to me than putting my siblings on them. But equally, you're not prioritizing yourself in that situation when you're doing that. Anyway, let's get on to this lovers, because but I kind of feel like that's where there's an energy blockage, because you are taking so much on yourself. You need to be shedding some of that excess and things that aren't yours to carry in order for you to have that. I don't think it's them, it's me wanting to make sure they're okay. That's fine. That's fine. I love you too, Ali. I can't wait till you crack out your stuff. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Okay, with regards to the lovers, okay. Let's see. Oh, you will find love. You will find love. Sounds good. Yes, I need to release and find my husband. Yes, it is. It's about blockages. I don't know if you're really worried that you're never going to be you've had some really emotionally unavailable people. I'm really getting emotionally unavailable people. They're not very mature. They possibly lied because they were, for want of a better word, mama's boys. Their mums didn't raise them properly emotionally, which I get. There's a whole generation of them that have been toxic masculine, and so they don't know how to express emotions, or they're not available. They don't deal with trauma, so they just kind of put on this front bravado, and then yeah, some of them have caused real anxiety for you, stress, and you're like, I don't need this, I need a solid person. So you will find them. You will find them, and they will feel deep, but they have done the work on their deep emotions, and they may even actually, this may be new for you, but they will be there for you to help you navigate your emotions and help your emotional load. Yes, a solid relationship, a potential solid relationship. I don't usually read romantically, so you should feel really special. But it looks like there is a potential for somebody that could be balanced. It could actually be healthy. There could be this coming in for you. Okay. Don't give up hope. All those people that you've had, these past relationships that haven't worked out, it's to show you what you don't want. So I'm going to set you a bit of homework. This is amazing. I love setting homework. People set homework for me in readings. So this is amazing. So what I want you to do is sit down and really think about who you want as a partner, what they, not necessarily what they have to look like or whatever, but what you want from them. I want them to be emotionally stable, emotionally intelligent. I want them to be well read or well traveled. Write your list of who you want them to look like, because I kind of feel like you've been working on you. So exactly, it's like when you go wedding dress shopping, right, and you try on 20 different dresses and you think, I'm never going to find my wedding dress, or my prom dress or any special dress. You're like, I'm never going to find it. But what you don't realize is that every single one that was wrong tells you what you didn't want. Okay, Leah, this time you've got exactly literally what you need. You're going to put that out into the universe. You are going to ask for that, because I think you have done this before. Exactly. You need to know what it feels like to be in their presence. This is manifesting, right? Law of attraction. Look into the law of attraction, because you may have done this before. This is what I want. Oh wow. Okay. Because you've been working on you. Don't lessen it. There you go. Ali's doing it. Be specific. Don't lessen it. Put your dream standards, because that's what you deserve and that's what you ultimately attract. Exactly. Magician, manifesting, strength. My goodness. Okay. I don't know if there's someone around you that you have started talking to, having a conversation with. This person's going to be quite shy. Like, they're not going to be very forthcoming. I don't know if this person's in work, possibly. Yeah. It really does feel like there's somebody, not really. Let's get a time scale. Just because I've got the Eight of Pentacles, and Eight of Pentacles is work. Like, they've seen you and they like you, but they haven't really come forward and spoken to you, at least not outright. At least not outright. They've not said out and out like that they like you. They've kind of had conversations with you and like, I really like her. And it's like they're just waiting for an opportunity to say that they like you. I think they've had past it. Oh, you work from home? Oh my goodness, that's even harder. That is even harder. Okay. Yeah, okay. I know she's had people cheat before. That's not what we're looking for. And we know this person's going to make her happy and that they're going to have this amazing fun times together. But we need to know how she's going to meet them and where would be really nice. Okay. Through friends. Okay, so there may be a friend, one of your girlfriends who... somebody in your friend network. I was talking to a guy, but he seemed not ready, too much distraction. I wouldn't write that off completely, that guy, but oh yeah, through the friends. Through the Three of Cups, we get the Two of Cups. So yeah, it's somebody that you're going to meet through friends. When is this? Have you had a girls' night lately? And I say that because Alison literally put a meme up this week that's girls' night out. And I really think that's why she put it up, because you need a girls' night out to kind of unburden and go and have a night of freedom. It's kind of childish. I lent him money. Oh, wow. Don't lend them money. He was kind of childish. I lent him money. I haven't heard from him at all. Yeah, no, that's not your guy. That's not your person. He's really immature. You don't need that. Have you had a girls' night out lately? You need to have a girls' night out, or at least a night out with your friends. It doesn't have to be a girls' night out necessarily. But it's almost like by going out and doing this, it's an opportunity, or at least something social that you can Did a Halloween party last night. Oh my God. Was there anybody there? Did you talk to anybody there? Few singles. That's the trouble, right? Really feels like this is girls, I need to go out, or one of the girls needs cheering up. So you take them out and that's how you meet. All married friends. Oh my goodness. That's even more frustrating. Yeah. See, I don't need to be around everybody who's all married. Thank you. I need to go and have some fun. But it really does feel like there's kind of a celebration or a situation where everybody comes together. Girls' night out. There's drinks flowing, but not like overly drinky. Well, it could be overly drinky. But it just feels like there's a celebration. There's a coming together of friends, and that's kind of where you meet this person. It is like a milestone. It feels like a milestone. Also, that can be the completion of a new year. When do they come in, though? That's what I want to know. When do they come in? What, 6 weeks' time? That's coming into Christmas, isn't it? 6 weeks' time as we come in towards the end of the new year. Don't know if you go out for like Christmas drinks or somebody has a life event towards the end of the year, mid-December kind of time. I'm going to Friendsgiving next weekend. Maybe it's that. But I kind of feel like this person comes in like within the next 6 weeks that you'll bump into them. Whether you get together there and then, I don't know. But it kind of feels like as you go towards the end of the year, it's kind of conversation happens and talks and flirting. And there's a connection. They're quite healthy. They're quite a healthy person. And I don't think you will consider them right away. You'll be like, oh, you're different. I don't know you. I'm going to Houston for my brother's baby shower. Well, maybe it's around that time. But it kind of feels like this is somebody on first thing. You're like, you're not my type. But then as you get talking to them and you get to know them, your opinion changes on them a little bit. And you sort of go, oh, you're not my normal type, but that's not a bad thing. I kind of like that you're different. If that makes sense, Leah, like a change of perspective. But also remind you that you don't have to be a martyr. You don't have to take everything on yourself. You don't have to do things just for the sake of balance. You shouldn't be sacrificing your own. Yeah, twist of fate. Or did you say, are you traveling for that? Because it kind of feels like there's traveling attached to that. But yeah, at first you'll be like, that's, oh yeah, I'll start talking. And then you just, the more you talk, your opinion changes. And you start to see potential. But yeah, allow, they're going to be very honest. They're going to be very honest. Like, and probably a little bit blunt, because I'm really getting this whole facts is facts kind of energy with them. Like, well, this is what's that. This is what's happening. This is very honest, almost like blunt and honest and clear cut. And I don't know if you'll find that quite cold to begin with, but really it's actually quite refreshing, because you know that what they're saying is what they're saying. And you can work around how to communicate better with that. But it's kind of like this new perspective. It's quite refreshing to have this. Yeah, your intuition will know who it is, but I mean, I can tell you that. Trust the gut. Trust the gut. But I'm smelling pumpkin. Do you have pumpkin? It's pumpkin pie, isn't it, at Thanksgiving? And I know I've got pumpkins in the background, but I haven't smelt them all evening. I can smell pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie. Yeah. But yeah, so you should meet him within the next 6 months. I have a pumpkin candle in my house. There he is, the Hanged Man. Different perspective. He will give you a different perspective. Maybe by the time you start traveling, or by the time you come back from that baby shower, you may have met this person. Maybe there'll be someone who's waiting for you to come back from that baby shower so you can reconnect, have like a second or third date or something. But yeah, next 6 weeks you'll meet someone. Whether they're your forever someone, I don't know. But there's someone that is a decent person that isn't necessarily going to be an emotional wet blanket like some of the others have been. They're a little bit more grown up. It is the season for pumpkin. Yeah, my mug has eyelashes. I mean, nothing in my, everything in my house. I'm a terrible person. Nothing matches because I like quirky stuff. Like it's glittery or it has eyelashes on it or it's some cute little Disney character or nothing in my house matches. I've got a unicorn pen and I like it because it's my favorite type of shoes and it's got a unicorn on it. It's just, I'm chaotic. It's not. I'm just chaotic. Like this is the rainbow off of my water bottle, and yeah, if it's got quirk, that's why none of my wardrobe matches because I buy these things that are it's eclectic. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's eclectic and it's awesome. Okay. Chris, were you next? Have I read for you? I haven't read for you yet, have I? Yes, Leah. And then Chris. Yeah, I like being it. It's unique. Unique Kaylee Chaos. Yeah. Chaos Magician. Okay, Chris. Let's see what we've got for Chris. You're so welcome, Leah. I hope that's accurate. I really hope that's accurate because you need someone that helps you recognize what you do and how wonderful you are. And that you can say no. Somebody needs to help you recognize that you don't have to do everything. Okay. I know you're ready. You've done the work. That's why I think they're supposed to come in because you've done the work. Oh my God, no, not like a Hallmark Christmas. No, not like a movie. No, we don't need that. Thank you. Like a Hallmark Christmas movie. You don't need to tell me that. Thank you. She just wants a grown adult. She doesn't need a man-child. Okay, Chris Manager. Chris Manager. Chris Manager. Let's see where we are. Okay. Another one done their work. I like this. I like it when people do their work. Oh, yeah. Because you got options, right? Chris has got options. So you don't have to. Another one that should recognize that just because something's not working for you in your life right now, it's not making you happy as much as you want it to, and maybe you're overly loyal. It kind of feels more like a job than a relationship, but there are cups attached to it. Yeah, you need to speak up, first of all, Chris, because my throat has just gone. You need to be speaking up that something isn't okay around you or that you are prepared to walk away or you're thinking of walking away. Because you do have options. You are very talented. You are beautiful, wonderful, inspiring, passionate, creative, and you have options. You have options. I don't know if this is options of people or your options of jobs. But that doesn't, just because you're a loyal person doesn't mean you have to settle and be unfulfilled where you are right now with some sort of situation. It really feels like somebody's being emotionally cold or not necessarily cold, but detached. I think I'm swaying more from what I do now to include more spiritual stuff. Yeah, because I mean, you've been working on this, right? You've been honing on your honing your spiritual gifts, and I think you've actually quite mastered a few of them. You're an incredible healer, from what I'm seeing. You've done a lot of emotional shadow work, and I think you're ready to guide people through that and inspire people through their journey. Yes. Oh my God, you're supposed to help people grow. spiritually nurture, like the holistic picture. Like if somebody's not okay, they're not going to thrive. And so your job is to help navigate what's going on so that they can heal that part of them. Yes, you're supposed to do that. You are supposed to do that. But for you, it's you trying to work out your options of how you do that. You have more than one way. Oh my God. No, I don't need that. Sorry. They've just said there's more than one way to skin a cat. I don't need to know that. But I get the analogy, but that's not helpful. Oh, yeah, yes. Okay, this is fine. Yes, you're taking the light language activator course. Yes, because you're supposed to inspire people and heal people. Oh my God, there is Fae around you because the Fae have just gone nuts around me. Make sure you've got your Fae activation, Chris. You could also just be really grateful for the whiskey and gin I've just put out for them. But yes, this is you stepping into your power. This is you stepping into what you do. There are ways for you to do it. Oh, you speak it as well. Well, yeah, you would. I suppose you would do. Yeah, of course, I'm still on Alison. It's only 2 hours. Yeah, it's this is what you're supposed to be doing. Honing, doing that, enhancing that, gaining confidence. So yeah, there are different options of ways you can do that. You can either she's on your reading. Yeah, I am on your reading now, yeah. Yeah, there's more than one way to do this. You can either go completely and walk away from 3D world and go 5D, but if you feel like that's too risky, do it in stages, do a little bit, start building up the business on the side. And then when that's ready to support you completely, do this. Oh, you were telling Alison, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can make it a side hustle until it's the 5D everyday hustle, if that's what you're worried about. If you're worried about the 3D tangible business stuff, then yeah, build it up. You need to future-proof it, right? You need to build it up strong before you need to protect your future. This is where you want to be, but how are you going to get there? Instead of wishing you could get to this place, you need to be putting some sort of structure in place to get there. Because you're doing the work. It's just you need to be building up the business. You need to future-proof it. Make sure the income is secure so that you can support yourself. Because you're not going to come out of that and be straight away, boom, there's a business in 2 weeks. It's going to take a little bit of time to build that up, to build up your following and your clientele. And yeah, a bit of hard work and graft, but you will be successful. It will eventually pay up. Yes, 5D. Make sure that you're not overdoing it though. Make sure that you are giving yourself recharge days. Make sure that you are prioritizing self-maintenance, because your confidence and your self-worth, I don't think that's, I think you are doing good on the whole self-worth and self-confidence place, but equally wanting to help people and running around doing everything. Do healing weekend workshops. There you go. Alison, connect with Alison, but make sure you are structuring time where you aren't in the I do. Basically, being in your energy this week has made me realize that you do lots of things all at once. So make sure you are taking the time to sit and focus where you want to make things happen. Alison will tell you how much time I've spent on and off of your thing this weekend. I do too, Chris. It's great fun. She has great ideas. She's a catalyst. She is a spiritual catalyst. Yeah. I don't let past things where things haven't worked out hold you back. I kind of feel like that's going to be a thing to hold you back. But yes, build up slowly. I wonder how many people talk to Alison. How does Alison get anything done? Spiritual party planner. Yeah, put a plan in place. Have your steps ready. When I get to this point, I want to be, I'm going to do this and then this and then this. And then I want to be in this place earning this amount of money when this 5D becomes my whole 3D life too. Everybody does. Everybody speaks. She has ADHD. Hello, my friend. Come join us on the body doubling conversations. I want to. Yes, well, you can make a plan for that. How are you going to make that happen? The world is in your hands. Oh my God, that's in my head now. There's a band called The Feeling. The world is in your hands. There's a song. Oh, the world belongs to those of us who believe they can, or something like that. There's words. There's a song by The Feeling, and I think it is called The World is in Your Hands. Listen to that song. But yeah, start making a plan. I'm going to do this and then this. You need to just focus it in a little bit just to have a structure. How are you going to go and travel the globe? Because if you build up this business, right, you can travel doing it. So yes, step up. And also use your work. Make sure you're maintaining your throat chakra. If you hear your voice cracking, give it a day of rest of soul language. Apparently, the other night after I did my live with Alison, I went to bed with Terry and he told me off because he goes, "Stop doing soul language." I didn't even know I was doing it. He got cross with me. He goes, "I know you can't help it and I know it's just coming out, but it's really not helping me sleep." So yeah, maybe structure in some rest. Make sure you have a whole clear day and make sure that you go, no, as much as I want to help you on this day or I want to work with you on this day, that is not, it's important that we structure in a rest day. And I know I say that this was supposed to be my rest day. I've done soul decoding and I've come on and done a live and yeah. So I got my Halloween, my Samhain stuff done. So that's good. Okay. Who else have we got here who'd like a card? And I'm just randomly going to get a coffee while you all tell me. I'm going to top up my coffee. And you can tell me that you want a reading. How much longer I'll be on for? Perhaps another half hour. Hey, puppy. One even. I want K&E. What's K&E? And Jared too? Oh my goodness. He still hasn't cashed in his birthday reading yet. 2 lives? When did I do 2 lives? I did one yesterday. Okay. No, Chris, don't. That was the energy exchange. That was the price. Honestly, it's fine. Just let me know when you're set up. And I can pop along. If you want any guinea pigs for your business, I'm well in for a mutual energy exchange. He's scheduling that this week. That was yesterday. What was yesterday? My live yesterday? Yeah, I did 2 live. I've done a lot of lives this week, but this keeps me going. It makes me happy. It's my thing that makes me happy. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's do Alison. Let's do Alison because she went and come back again. Alison. I'm changing decks. Let's go magical. Fairy tales. Oh my God, it has Lorna on the bottom. Let's do Alison. That is still on the bottom. Okay. You are welcome, Chris. Make sure that you are structuring in rest days. Okay, there's a mermaid wishing for a castle, which is fine if you want to make the castle happen, and it'll happen as long as you're putting in the work. Lorna Jack Lily. Good. I'm glad, Chris. Lorna Jack Lily. Don't doubt your intuition when it comes to making decisions with where you want your future to go, what you want that to look like. Don't doubt your abilities. Chaos Magician. Again, with manifesting, because that looks like a genie. That looks like I dream of genie to me. Be careful with your wording, with what it is you're trying to manifest. Be very specific. It has to be very specific, because if there's any ambiguity, the universe, like, I wish somebody would come in my life, and they just drop somebody in your life. So be very specific with your wording. You have to start. Yes, you have chaos magic, but I think you need to listen to Jared because spell work or the wording is specific. So use what you have in your house that can help you with wording things, so there's no ambiguity. And trust your intuition. Your gut feeling doesn't tend to be wrong. It doesn't just drop in your lap. You have to be specific how it comes to you. And I'm just saying the 5th of November is Friday. So, devil in the woods, snake in the woods, fire snake in the woods. This feels like a warning that there's not necessarily... fun for all of us. Yeah. From a helicopter. I don't know about the helicopter, but I'm intrigued. I saw a helicopter in Plymouth the other day over the Hoe, but it was Princess Anne. So, well, it wasn't. It was the one who was keeping an eye out. 222. Jeez. Yes, there's some form of manipulation or scheming going on. Somebody's trying to gather knowledge, wisdom, but they're not seeing the wood for the trees. Somebody's not seeing the wood for the trees. Like, they're just like, but I want what you're giving me. I want what you're giving me. Whereas they're not gathering that knowledge themselves. Or they're trying to gather information. They're I don't know. They're just... I need more of that. No, there's too many. Okay. Discernment, because there have been manipulators, there have been snakes, there have been people that... The devil is about triggers and recognizing patterns of behavior, not necessarily just our own, but these behaviors that maybe we're not seeing repetitions of, or same thing keeps happening, and learning when it is that you walk away and when somebody genuinely needs your help. Because I don't know if someone's acting like they need your help, but they don't need as much support as they have had you believe they need, because what they're really doing is getting information. And maybe they're making out that they want to support you or they want to help you, but really what they're doing is oh, my nose is itching. Clearly this is going to irritate me. Something's irritating my nose, and that's normally when something is irritating or something's on the nose, depends. But yes, there's knowing when to walk away and knowing when somebody genuinely needs your help. So there's discernment. Oh, okay, that's fine. You have a legacy to build. You have a future, a solid thing to step up, and loyalty, proven behavior is what's really important. Words and deeds that are married up, and family first. Family first, chosen family second. You have a school to set up. That's a school. There's something about a dog being a teacher. A dog being a teacher in a school. I mean, that's like random. Okay, Chris seems to know what that is. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, she's got the dog, right? The school. Yeah, there's a school to set up. But yeah, there's somebody around you who's trying to gather information. Oh yeah, Twyla. Why do I always miss the dog? Twyla. But yes, and it's about these kids being happy, because if they're not happy, then they're not moving. Maybe your dog the other day got in the reading, got sick. Maybe. But yes, it's about, also I love that there is a fly coming out of this. Is the card of support, and there's a fly coming out of this. So yes, how to recognize the flies instead of the beetles. He took a grumpy spirit out the door for me. Aww. But yes, knowing when to walk away and when to genuinely provide help. And it kind of feels like you need to learn the discernment between when you can help and when you can't. And when sometimes it's okay to signpost people or to allow other people to do that work, because it's not, you're not the one that needs to be doing the active support sometimes. Because I've just realized there's about 4 or 5 of us that talk to you every day, and I'm pretty sure we're all getting advice and we're all getting support and we're all getting confidence built. But sometimes recognize when you need support, when you need to step back as well. The dog has the key. The dog has the key. The dog literally has the key. So if you want to know about premises, take the dog there. The dog will tell you what is right. There's a mountain in the north. There's dunes in the desert. Look how cryptic and oracle-like this sounds. There's a mountain in the north of America, very north, the cold north of America. There's also a sand dune in the desert. Denmark needs to be on your list. And Persia, or what was Persia. Babylon. There's something about Babylon that you need to be looking into. Hi, Charlie. I'm good, thank you. Blessed Samhain to everybody, by the way. And you can rely on, I love that there's 2 bearded men on this, right? This makes my day. I love this deck because of this card. But you can rely on Jared, just so you know. He can take some of the load, emotional load as well. You can be vulnerable. You can say that you're not okay and that you need support. And if he's not listening, then you need to change the love language. Failing that, I mean, you can borrow Terry. He's rubbish with me, but he might be all right for you to lean on. But yes, allow equal energy exchange. And I think that's also the lesson, recognizing mutual energy exchange, that you are getting as much support back as you are giving out, as much energy back in as you are giving out, because you are abundant at giving, but you are not receiving. Ali, we have the same husband. They just happen to be on different continents. They're just the same person. Oh, you're welcome to Terry. He's got a little willy. But yeah, anyway, it's not that little. I mean, it does what it needs to. It's fine. I shouldn't say things like that. But yeah, I mean, it does what it needs to. But yes, allow yourself to lean on people. Allow yourself to lean on people. Allow yourself to be emotionally vulnerable, because you are very there for everybody. But yeah, they will turn into one, and then we will shed you Terrid. Jerry or Terrid. Now I have all sorts of images in my head, and I don't know if I like all of them. Anyway, There is somebody who has an important Taurus placement, Venus in Taurus, that you can be more open and vulnerable with. It's safe to trust them. It's safe to trust somebody. It is particularly Venus in Taurus. There are Venusians coming in. Lots of Empress energy coming in. If I get Beltane one more time this week, I think I might cry. But again, May is going to be important. Mind you, your name's May, so maybe that's why. Maybe the Beltane connection is the May connection. But also Beltane it's Beltane in the Southern Hemisphere at the moment. So maybe there's people in Australia that there are connections with. Yeah. Oh, you're a Taurus moon. Now searching for Venus in Taurus. They're amazing people. They're stubborn. They're loyal. They're fierce. It's Venus in its natural home. We should throw a Beltane party in Europe. We should. Let's all go to Glastonbury for Beltane. Or St. Michael's Mount, Cornwall. Let's go to Celtic. Okay. But yes, there are people to lean on. People, and also, I mean, this is focusing where people haven't been before, doesn't mean that there aren't people that can be there for you now. Your emperor will find the castle. Choices. You can choose to be vulnerable. You can choose to open up. It's discernment. I don't think you've trusted the right people before. And that's why you don't trust your intuition on that. But allow behavior to back up your intuition. Also, I think Bishop's going to get a girlfriend soon, just so you know. I've just seen the 9 of Cups, and it looks like Jared. Not Jared, Bishop. Looks like B. I'm going to find that card just so you can see. Oh, this did this to me. There you go. Just saw it. There are so many coming in right now that are amazing. But yeah, I think Bishop might be getting a girlfriend. Or at least some joy, some happiness, some blissful, some emotional fulfillment. He's trying to meet up with her tonight and got stuck with the Littleys. That's why I saw the 9 of... Stop making me go back through my deck, Alison. Oh my God, I'm going to show you this picture and why I was like, oh, Halloween, but Halloween didn't happen. I'm going to show you this. I love these cards so much. They're magical. I'm going to use these for the rest of the life. Oh my goodness. I knew it wasn't going to show me it because that happy. There you go. It's like Halloween was the barrier to see the girl. Baba Yaga. That's the card of Baba Yaga as well, by the way. But yeah, Halloween got in the way of the girl. But yeah, I think she's going to be his girlfriend. So I want to go to Jerusalem. Oh, okay. That'd be nice though. A little bit of happiness and joy for him. Whether it's anything serious, I don't. But it's a bit of happiness. Okay. Jared was next, wasn't he? Maybe I'll do what Jared does, just pull him a rune and he can just work out the meaning himself. I'm going to see. What have we got for Jared? Oh, okay. I mean, I'm gonna get another card because I just got the Tower. But I'm really seeing the lightning with that. Are you adding stops on the thing? Okay, that's a rune. That's not that tower has thorns all around it, and I think it's the Thurzaz, and I think it's about protecting, future-proofing, and protecting. The need to future-proof and protect. What do you want the future to look like? How are you going to solidify that? How are you going to make that happen? I don't know if something happens, something's coming in that's going to change the game, but it's about looking at that as an opportunity of how you're going to build your life up stronger, taking both aspects of that rune and going, okay, this has come in and smashed things, because the lightning was what really took me, and then I saw the thorns like Sleeping Beauty. So it kind of feels like things are coming in to be smashed apart so that you can build things up into a completely different, stronger, future-proofed way where you have more control. So instead of seeing it as, oh my God, what's happening? It's going, what have I still got? And where do I want it to be? And how do I reconstruct these parts to make that stronger, to make that a solid way for me to move forward? I actually like the Tower card. You need to do what you're passionate about. You're supposed to inspire and lead other people. I don't know. I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but this is kind of Phoenix energy. I know it's got peacock feathers. So I don't know. That's kind of, what do they call that? The eye of something. I know some people see that as an omen and some people see that as a blessing. So look into peacock feathers and that eye that's on it. But it's kind of Phoenix energy. Like, you can now, it will give you the opportunity for you to forge a path that you're truly going to be passionate about, and you have an element of creativity, because I kind of feel like you've reached the limit where you are of how you can grow, but you can, Hera probably, oh, okay. If that fits, if that resonates, take it. Yeah, it kind of feels like you've reached the peak of creativity where you are, but you can use that to inspire and lead people. And use those techniques and skills in a new way to take the parts that you already have and build something the way you want it to be. You already have all the parts you need. This is just life giving you the kick to actually do the work. Also, a king has networking skills. He can pull in what he needs. Doesn't directly have to affect and do things. He can direct things. Like, if he wants a feast, he just tells the kitchen he wants a feast. And the master of ceremonies, he wants this feast and this celebration, and then other people go and do that. So there's an element of being a director, of being passionate and inspiring people. Also, the clock went 222, 222. There's an element of directing people and inspiring people to want to help to build it, to inspire and lead people, to bring these elements together, but to make them eager about it. The world kind of feels like some form of fulfillment. Yes, Alison, Hawaii, travel. There is travel in the future. I don't know how. There's travel, but this isn't necessarily going to be traveling right away. But there are opportunities for you maybe to take that round different places. Also, I'm really getting looking at other techniques from around the world and seeing if there's a way for you to find a niche market by using a different technique that isn't so well known, but is, oh my God. Sorry. They're just thrown everywhere. Different techniques. Different investigating a little bit, seeing about how they do things in other places. Is there a different way to do a process? Oh my God, this is too many things. This is too many things. I can't do that. But yeah, it's there's a closure, there's an end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. But there are so many lessons from this, the ending of this one. There are lessons that you can take forward that you can apply to this new phase, this new cycle. You need to listen to your wife. She does actually say wise things. She doesn't deliver it very well sometimes, but is what I'm getting. But she does have wisdom. You should listen. She has good ideas. You need to listen to each other more, but get inspired. Because where you are right now, there's no loyalties, right? They've kind of juiced you of any kind of morale and not all the time though, Chris, but in this, you should be listening because she's saying wise words. She can plan things with you. She can help you negotiate and navigate that. And also double check legalities. Not necessarily, yes, to cover yourself, but not necessarily for that to make sure you're compliant, but to find that you may find some wriggle room and things may be easier than you thought they could be. But there is joy and freedom. England opened the borders today. I wouldn't come here, Philip. I wouldn't come here. I currently have the in-laws ill. My parents have been ill with COVID in the last 6 weeks. My dad's still poorly. I need to ring and double check that he's recovering and he's getting better, but he's still suffering with symptoms 6 weeks on. So my neighbor 2 doors down, no, everybody, it's everywhere. That's why we didn't go trick-or-treating or invite them in today, because I'm like, no, they're higher than they have been in ages. I mean, they literally put our ambulance service on high alert critical incident today. So the hospital, and that's before we even get to thing. Anyway, but yes, there is emotional fulfillment. And this isn't necessarily that you're having another baby, although maybe you could have more babies, but it's about what's going to bring you joy, what's going to bring you happiness, what's going to make you fulfilled, what's going to fulfill the family and help create that future-proofed happiness and contentment. We haven't really changed how we live in our house the whole time. So we still take the same precautions we did a year ago when they just about lifted everything. So yeah, go within. I feel like the stag's important as well, but go within. What do you want? This is giving you an opportunity to decide what it is you want and to build the future, where you want to go, what inspires you, what's going to fulfill you, what's going to make you happy, because there's no point slogging away at something that doesn't make you happy. What do you feel your purpose is, and can you you already have the knowledge within you. It's about tapping into it and how you harness that and navigate that. It's almost like you're not seeing the wood for the trees. Like you already have everything. What this is just a universal kick up your butt to do it. Kids will be fine. The kids will be fine. Again, legacy. It's a solid future, right? Future-proofing. Future-proofing. Maybe Sammy has wisdom too. 2 of Wands, put a plan in place, make it happen. I think once you start like looking at how you can make it happen, you'll realize it's very, 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 very possible to do that. And that you could quickly start making progress on that. Halloween might have been eventful. Was Halloween eventful? I don't know. Don't forget to light your candles. Don't forget to light your candles. Also, it's 11:11 right now, so there you go. Choices. You have choices. Also, you can listen to the other person, you know. Is that Japanese? Anyway, You're in the throes of it. Lovering or candles? Oh, you're in the throes of ritual. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see, where are we? I think, what time am I at? 11:11. I just said, didn't I? 11:11. Okay. Where are we? Who would like a reading? I like the Tower card. I think Tower card's amazing. It was a really unfortunately timed comment there, Alison. Okay. I would be worried, Philip, but I'm assuming you have better. Duchess down. Oh my goodness. Oh, now the dog's come to give me back up and it's all going to kick off. Okay, Charlie. Let's see what we've got for Charlie. Charlie. That's going to keep happening. I'm going to doubt that word. Okay. There's something you want to happen in your life, and I don't know if you're wishing that it would happen, but in order for it to happen, you already have everything you need. Oh, Shaylee. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Thank you for correcting me. Shaylee. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that just feels like soothing body butter to me. Okay. Like moisture, nourishing, and oh, it's beautiful. Anyway, yeah, there is something. You can make that happen. You can make that future happen. I don't know if at the moment, because literally this is a fairy godmother with a pumpkin, right? I don't know if at the moment you're wishing for something. You need to stop wishing and you need to start harnessing everything that you have, because you have all this potential and all this ability and everything. You have the knowledge, you have the intelligence, you have the commitment. I went out and come on. Let's see. Oh, Sable, I can see your comment if that's what you're wondering. Also, I'm streaming in 3 different places, so you might not see everybody's comment. Yeah, it's almost like the fairy godmother coming in to drop it in for you. But the fairy godmother came in and helped Cinderella because she was working hard. She'd been literally slaving away. And it was kind of the universe's reward for all the hard work she'd done and all the kindness she said. It's all about that, but it was like she'd put in all that work. So the universe came in and dropped in what she needed in that moment in order to manifest her dreams that she needed. She knew that she'd worked for it. She couldn't go to the ball because she had to do all the hard work. So she did all the hard work, and then the universe went, you can go to the ball for doing that. I will open up this opportunity for you to go and be where you're supposed to be. So it's almost like telling you that wherever it is you want to get to, you need to be working towards it, because as you're working towards it and you're putting that hard work in, that's when the universe opens up these opportunities. It's a bit like going, I always use this analogy, I want to be a doctor. I wish I could be a doctor, and I'm waiting for a doctor's job to turn up for you. Well, you're not qualified to be a doctor, so that's not going to happen. You need to start doing the work, but it will be a case of you will start doing the work, and maybe you'll get 2 A's and a B, but you need 3 A's, but you'll contact the uni and they'll go, oh, no, that's fine. You were so close to an A, or you have everything else we need. We can allow you to come in with that slightly lower grade. It's almost like the universe goes, oh, there's your opportunity to go to university to study. So it's because you've put the hard work in, the universe drops in these opportunities to you. You also have some really loyal friends around you that will help and support you in any way they can, whether that's cheerleaders or literally helping sit with you to work away at it. I don't know if you're starting some sort of business or project. I don't know why they're showing me a house that needs renovating. I don't know if that's something that's happening. You have no friends? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I just saw the 3 little mice. Oh, have you been feeling quite lonely lately? I do like the little mice. Quite lonely. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, okay. Have you had friend? The last one ditched me yesterday, so I was about to say somebody's just almost stabbed you in the back and been selfish. So yeah, that makes sense why this is you recovering from that. But I've also got the self-serving card come through along with the kind of end termination of something. Because you are an incredibly loyal person and a loyal friend, and you will invest your time and effort with people, and you do have so much to offer people, and this is hurting. Stole from me. Oh my goodness. That's not a friend. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's about healing. This kind of feels like it's triggering. This feels like it's been a pattern through. Yeah. This is about you healing the hurt that they've just done, the betrayal. But don't allow that. I kind of feel like they've been removed because they aren't. This isn't helpful. I appreciate this might not be helpful. They've been removed because they're not your people. Alison. Yeah, they've been removed because they're not your people, and it's not fair, and it's not nice the way it's happened, and it kind of feels a bit like that tower moment where everything comes falling down. Excellent, Shaylee. It's allowing yourself to heal. It feels like this is like a pattern that's happened. This has happened before where you've been lonely. Because you are a fierce friend. Like, you will be there for people when they need it. What you need is the right people to invest that time and energy in. So it's about, like you already are, having discernment, finding those people that are yours. Yeah, finding people with similar interests that you can talk to. So I don't know if there's like Duchess, no. Oh. Sterren, down here, please. Don't wind her up. Never like this, always. Your walls, yeah, they've come crashing down. Right now, you are, it sounds ridiculous that you are divinely protected, but there is divine around you. And this kind of feels a bit like wishing on a star and wishing for this fairy tale analogy just keeps coming through. Meetup.com is something we have here in the States. It's a great way to get connected with people in similar interests. Oh, wow. Okay. That's amazing. Thank you, Sable. Yeah, it's about finding people that you have these conversations with, that you connect with, that you have this similar interest. As you talk, you kind of find the people that mirror you and your interests. I kind of feel like, this is going to sound silly, tree wisdom, like learning about trees, like Ogham, or tree meanings and tree medicine. That sounds ridiculous. I don't know, literally. But if you can get a bit of pine, that, I am a mirror. A lot of people don't like it. Exactly. And people find that really hard to take. So it's about finding people that have a similar path to you, similar interest to you. But if you can get a bit of pine, I don't know if you have an altar or whatever, but pine's a really good protector, spiritual protector, protective energy. Silver pine or silver fir especially, and it gives you an element of protection. It keeps people out that their intentions aren't what you need them to be. It's kind of setting an energetic boundary around your home. So if you bring people into your home, it protects you from attack, so to speak. Yeah, again, it's hermit mode. Connecting with where it is you want to go. But speaker of truth, exactly, Philip. Exactly that. Pine, in case anybody's not seeing that on their feed, Pine is very masculine. It's all about fire and vitality. It's strong protection and a speaker of truth. So yeah, absolutely have some pine in the home, whether that's pine essential oil on the door frames or like a mixture of it, wiping it on the door, outside of the door, so anybody coming through the threshold can only the honest will step through the door. Yeah, pine cones, perfect. Pine cones, honestly, by the front door, back door, windowsills, even maybe. But yes, pine cones. Pine cones come from the pine tree. Also, they're very aesthetically pleasing this time of year as we go from now autumn through to winter. Pine cones are amazing. They also have on their base, they have the Fibonacci sequence, the golden ratio, nature's creation, manifesting. So yeah, have a look into got Fibonacci sequence and the golden ratio, sacred geometry, because there may be things that come with manifesting. So that sacred geometry may lead to crystal grids and things like that. But yeah, the pine, paint them gold. Yeah, and then they're attracting abundance as well. Then that's amazing, Ali. Yeah, I can feel that. Like that last one feels like the ultimate painful, and it's brought up a lot of emotion of betrayal and rejection, and there's a lot of shadow negative emotions coming up, and it's almost overwhelming, and it feels like to the point where you're like grasping like this at the top of the water, like overwhelming. And you're like, can please just somebody just come and sit with me so I'm okay. I just want one person to come and sit with me. And it's almost like they just went, I'm the lifeboat and I'm just sailing off. That's kind of how it feels for me. But yeah, there's interests within you that as you go and investigate these things that you feel called to learn about, you'll meet other people on your path. Not everybody is like them. This has all been, I think, about 4 months, starting with the worst heartbreak I've ever had with my ex, and then on and on. Okay. So yeah, this is just sorry, I'm just going to sip of, but you still have light to look forward to. Everything is transient. So with the hermit, it's about finding your inner light. What's going to make you happy? What are you looking for? What's interest for you, regardless of other people? And follow your path. As you follow these things that interest you, where you want to go, what you want to learn, you will meet other people. You will connect with other people, and then conversation will happen, and it will be easy conversation. And it will get easier. There is protection around you. Yeah. As you're healing, as you're releasing, as you cleanse your home space, put that protection around you. It's almost like by cleansing the space, cleansing the energy, it kind of, and working through the emotions, witnessing them. If you're feeling grief, feel the grief, lean into that. Allow yourself to witness that emotion. And then as you've healed that, it's less of a burden, less to carry. If you need help navigating those emotions, absolutely lean out and contact a counselor or a support group, or maybe for bed. Maybe I should go to bed in a minute. It's 11:30. As you work on you and healing you, it kind of opens up the energy, and you may feel like things start to get moving again and gain a bit of traction. Traveling. Do you want to go traveling? I don't know if you want to go traveling. I don't know if I've really got like a mother, but I think that's more to do with a mother figure. You keep wondering what was so horrible that you did in previous lives. You can heal that karma though. You can do past life healing. I get messages that I'm supposed to constantly. Wouldn't know where to start with traveling. Well, I'm seeing Japan and I'm seeing South America, but it depends where you want to go. What really makes you where you feel inspired to go, when you sit and think about it, when you sit and meditate, when you sit and look within, where do you really want to go? What place inspires you to go? Is it, I've always wanted to go to Japan and see Mount Fuji? Or is it, I've always wanted to go to, I don't know, Barcelona and see the Gaudi Cathedral? It is to help people. So, and it's almost like, it sounds horrible, but as light work, as people that are spiritual people, it's like we go through these dark phases so that as we navigate it, we can guide others through that darkness. It's almost like we gain our empathy through the trauma of going through these things so that we can help people, even if they are one step behind us. So yes, also recognize that you can reach out to people, whether that's, I don't know if you're religious. I don't know where you sit with that, but it may be that there is, and it's not necessarily that you go to church and meet people through the church, but like there's a community. Hi, Gina. There's like a communal club or gathering that you can attend and then meet people that way. But it really does feel like at the moment you're scared to even let anybody in. And I understand that because you've just been, the only way I keep any sense of sanity is Facebook Lives. Oh, I'm sorry that it's happy Halloween to you too, Gina. Are you in okay, there's a group called Ascending Butterflies on Facebook. It's a great group, actually. It's really good for when we're in these sort of Laura and Gail in there are really good readers, and Laura especially. I mean, Gail's really good. She's really good at empowering, sharing her story, and doing like I think you're going to do at some point. But it's just, they are really good. It's a really good group if you're going through what I call the dark night of the soul, where you're finding a bit lost and finding trying to find direction or trying to navigate the darkness that you're in. And it's not, I don't necessarily mean overwhelming darkness or anything like that, but it kind of is this when we're stuck or lost. Yeah. So I would really recommend going in and finding the group Ascending Butterflies, run by Laura Smith. And it's an incredible group, and there's some really good, they're really good at giving advice of how you can work on self and work on confidence and work on navigating that time, because it kind of feels like, as horrible as it is to say it, you're going through this time in order to at some point navigate and lead others through this time. And don't be afraid to reach out for support, because that's what that group mainly is. It's a group where people support each other, and you find this mirroring, but in a really good way, in like, oh, you feel that way too, rather than you mirror somebody's problem back to them. It's, oh, you feel that the same way too, but there's this kind of coming together rather than triggering each other, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's Ascending Butterflies. I'll see if I can find the group link a second, and I will share that for you so you can find it on Facebook. But yeah, it's a really beautiful group, really beautiful group. Sending Butterflies. Oh wow, I've gone onto Facebook and there's all these messages. Okay, I am just going to share that group for you. There you go. Yeah, it's reach out to that group. Go join that group. It's a really good mutual support group. And also reach out to anything that's specific to what you're going through. See if there's there may be places where you can meet new people in the 3D life as well, where you are locally, local clubs or local meets. Feels like you come up against people that only want what they want and they don't really consider other people. Do you see anything with this Cancer? Is that a Cancer as in a star sign? 3D life. Yeah, I love the 3D life. I call it 3D life because it's what we can tangibly touch. Internet life's a bit different. Okay. I will do that quickly. This is going to be my last read though, guys, because it is 11:30 here in the UK and I have stuff to do still. And I have to go to bed at some point because, never heard that. Yeah, well, 5D is like spiritual and 3D is the real world. It's 3D. Everything's 3D, three-dimensional. You can touch it and feel it and see it. Okay. Let's see. Is it somebody that's quite flirty with their messages? Night, Ali. Love you. Also, speak to Alison. Say the 14th of November. And can she just give me a time, please? Because I'm down for that. I just need a time to organise myself. Sleep tight. Love you. Okay. I don't know if there's been like, he's pulled away. He's pulled way back. Okay. Excellent. I will put that in. It is in my diary. It is a firmed up. Yes, let's do it. Yeah, just let me know the time I'm there. I just need to know the time so I can put it in and change the availability. That's all. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Is this the person that pulled away? Is this the person that's just walked away? That's why it hurts so much more intensely? Just so I can gauge what this energy is. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, X hurt, yeah. Okay. And it hurt a lot. Oh, they're busy off. They let all the way after you connected. Okay, I need to just change cards for these because I don't like the fairy tale aspect of these cards at the moment. It's not that they're not telling me, it's just That might just be me being so. Okay. Okay. Okay, you saw this going somewhere, or you see potential for this person. The energy they're in, I don't think they're looking for anything committed. I think they're quite happy being single. And it's not that there's necessarily anything wrong with you. I think they just like their independence. They just like not having any commitments to hold them down. For you, it's taken another hit. And I think you're hopeful that they will come back at some point. Or at least want to. And yeah, I think it's hit a nerve with you thinking, yeah, self-protective, but for you, I don't think you've got any closure. I don't think you've got any closure as to why, what was wrong, what wasn't working. There's no kind of learning points for you. I don't think it's necessarily that you want them back necessarily. I think it's more of this need for closure. Like, well, I don't know what happened, what went wrong, so I can't change anything going forward or be aware of anything going forward. And it's almost that kind of lack of closure that's causing this energy for you. Yeah, for them, they just there's things they want to do. They're not looking for anything committed. There's places they want to go. They want to travel. They want to make things happen. They're not looking for a commitment. They just want to focus on places they want to go to and things they want to do. It's not anything against you. It's just that's just where they are. For you, it's left you in limbo because you don't know what's going on, right? I think that maybe they've stalled contact. They're not contacting you back. You're left hanging, left waiting for an answer, waiting for closure. Yeah, they've got things they want to do, want to happen. And for you, this is just like you've got you've got all these different scenarios going through, and none of them are being confirmed. Yeah, I can understand why that makes you feel used, like you're just an option rather than. Yeah, he's not looking for commitment. He's looking to travel and do things. I don't see them. If you're wondering if they're coming back or not, I don't think they will. I think for them it was quite casual. It's just they're trying, for them it was like, well, what I want to do kind of outweighs any kind of commitment. I'm not looking for commitment. I want to go and travel and I want to do these things and I want to make things happen. And that for them, there just was no, where they're being selfish in their priorities in the sense that they are centering self. Like the toy in the toy shop everyone wants until they get it. You're not a toy. You're not a toy. And I get that you're looking for somebody for commitment. I think you're in a place where you, this is my last one, Dina, sorry. But I'm in Ascending Butterflies at some point this week, and failing that, this time of day is probably going to be Thursday, I think, is the next one where I've got a late one. Thursday, I think, is the next one. If that's of any use to you, Dina, Thursday, if you want to read. Yeah, he should have, and I get that, and I get for you, for him it was an option, but for you, you're looking for something more solid. Yeah, you're looking for commitment, right? And this guy isn't going to be that guy. If that's not what you want to hear, but he's not your guy. If you're looking for commitment, he's not your guy. He has so many things to do before he's even ready to settle down. He has things he wants to do, things he wants to achieve before he even thinks about love and commitment. You're a loyal person, a loving person, and you are ready to settle down, and that's not your, yeah. I'm literally seeing that all you want is this person to come in. Yeah, right now it's about healing. It's about working on you, working on what you want to focus on outside of love. Not because love isn't coming in or you're not worthy of love. You're kind of done with flings, and you're kind of done with people messing you around. So for now, it's about working on what you want for you, just like he has, but you as well. Yeah, it has been hard, and I appreciate that it's really hard work. But you want to make sure that you're a whole healed person. So when your person comes in, there's no baggage, there's no codependency trait, like tendency, or not tendency, but there's more likeliness of codependency if you're not fully healed and independent and all okay on your own, because then you're with someone because you need to be with them, not because you're choosing to be with them. So you have the choice to leave as much as stay, if that makes sense. You should be two independent, whole people, healed people that are choosing to be together over and over and over again, not I need to be with someone because another person doesn't complete, trauma bonding, so that you're not codependent. And also, if somebody isn't treating you right, you have the power within you to choose to walk away, to go, no, you're not giving me what I need, therefore I am willing to walk away. Yeah. So and you're not dragging all that in. So your person will come in. You're not going to be alone. Your person is out there. Yeah, right now it's about finding your emotional support, what you need to be fulfilled emotionally, finding your people to be around you. I really feel like for you, it's finding a group, a community, a support community, like whether that's a club or that group. Absolutely join Ascending Butterflies. Dina's in Ascending Butterflies, another incredible reader that's in there, spiritual worker that's in there, and just navigating what's happened, what's falling away, so that you can be ready to start this new future, allowing those lessons and that what they brought. And there are lessons even in trauma that we can use moving forward. So this is the change, and it's on this time right now of Halloween where things, and Samhain, where things are falling away and everything, so that we can allow new things to come through and grow, and new beginnings to come through. So they're not that far away. You do have somebody in your future that's coming in. You will find your person. You will have that future and that amazing love to navigate the world and share a journey with. But right now it's about focusing on you, and what you need and what you require right now for you to be fully whole and healed. Sorry, that's my calendar telling me that something's happening today, which means I'm near midnight. But yes, it's about making sure that you are a whole healed person, so that when they come in, you're ready for them, and that you've done all these things, and you can say, oh, I do this and this and this and this and this, and you have stories to tell each other. But right now it's about focusing on you and getting your support network and getting you built up and you independent and self-sufficient, if that makes sense. Shaylee. It's like Kaylee with a Shaylee. You'd think I'd get that much more easier with my name being Kaylee, but they will be traveling with this guy. So if you want to go traveling, maybe you're going traveling together. But right now it's about healing. Okay, that's me done for the night, guys. 3 hours. Machine. But I have to go to bed because I have kids to get up and into school in 8.5 hours. So I need to go to bed. But thank you so much, everybody who's allowed me in their energy tonight. Thank you so much for reading for you tonight. I'm going to be randomly coming on now. I'm not I have set lives that you can find me on that I will put up, but sometimes I will just pop on. You will be a motivational speaker because you will have life experience and you will inspire people on the journey that you have worked through, Shaylee. This is your path now so that you can do that. So you have these things to talk about, to help navigate and inspire other people to do similar things, to reach their potential. You are a potential finder and a nourisher so that people can find what they need in order for them to also thrive instead of survive, if that makes sense. If that is of any comfort in the darkness, this darkness is a lesson for you to do that. So yeah, thank you everybody that's watched tonight, everybody that's been a part of this. Thank you so much for trusting me with your energy, for giving these readings. And hopefully I will see you again soon, but I am going to bed now. Thank you so much, guys. See you soon.